Yeah, I blame fights.
A record jackpot is up for grabs today inside Stool Streams Stadium. Plenty of returnees and one rookie make their way here inside the Triple S as the War of 54 continues with $2,500 on the line. That one out to create our second Tittleman's Crest. We will have the two best words in Jenga. A hanging tower just 5 blocks in.
You're definitely the most professional Jenga announcer I've ever heard. Right.
And that's the Jenga!
Oh,
that's the Jenga! 29 blocks in the books! And that's it! Marty Moshe Jenga! Live from Stool Stream Stadium in New York City, welcome to another edition of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. He's Jeff Delow, Jake Marsh on hand. Thanks for joining us on this Monday afternoon. Jeff, it is Stool Streams number 13, believe it or not, but we have plenty of returnees and revenge and so many storylines ahead today.
Lucky number 13, but the only storyline that matters, let's be honest here. Biggest jackpot in the history of Stool Streams. Not just the pressure of playing Jenga, but the pressure of these guys and gals delivering $2,500. Unbelievable. And if you want to win today, you get the likes of this team, Casey Fights, Billy, and Nate. Some of the best you'll ever see. Spider back, the main Spider
Mr.
back
10K.
this week. Mr. 10K, everyone clap for Spider. The richest man at Barstool now. It's a huge, huge day. And, of course, we'll talk some pigskin parlay as well. So if you're not on the Play Barstool app, making a huge mistake right now.
That's right. He just
so
said
much up
the
for
Play
grabs.
Barstool app is where you can track your picks for today and tonight. The pigskin parlay. We'll get to that a little bit later. But today, let's zone in on our 3 Jenga matches today. You see the players for our first competition on the floor right now. It's Fights and Casey against Billy and Nate to kick things off. Billy and Nate coming off that 50 burger, and then the lone rookie Dana Beers in action with Nick against Liz and Trista, and we'll end things with Donnie and Vibs versus the units, Big Ev and the one and only Glenny Balls returns to the Triple S today.
Yeah, Big Ev, Glenny, the fan favorite. That's everyone's favorite team. People at home love Big Ev and Glenny together. Dana, Trista, that's going to be one we'll get into. We don't have to get into it now because that's a match later on, but there's a little back and forth going on Twitter yesterday night. Got kind of ugly.
Yeah.
It could get real in here, Jake. But this first match that we're up with, we saw some Twitter antics as well. Billy Football tweeted today, I'm back, I believe, a statement about psycho shit, but they might be going up against the worst people to do psycho shit against. I mean, look at John. Look at the way Fights are just standing there. That's all you have to know about how they're going to combat psycho shit today. These are the 2 best people to face off against, whatever antics they're going to pull out.
Some interesting pre-match quotes between these 2 pairs. We'll get to that a little bit later in the show. But first, if this is your first Stool Streams, first of all, welcome. Let's zone you in on the rules of Jenga. And again, there are a lot of house rules to be noted in this War of 54. One hand at a time, the most important.
Biggest rule, very important. I believe a handful of people playing today have violated this rule at one point or another, and it's usually a pivotal part of the match. You cannot touch a block with 2 hands to the same. You can't have 2 hands on a block at all at the same time. And if you do violate that rule, your team on the next move must pick a block, the first one they touch, which doesn't sound bad. It is, though. It's a very challenging and difficult thing to have to do. Then, of course, you do it again. you have the possibility of being disqualified, which no one wants to see that.
Right, Jeff just hinted at it. The violations, important to note as well. It's a team penalty, which is important to note because your partner will be on the wrong side of things.
You're screwing your partner over.
Right, exactly. So that's something to keep in mind. And the option for DQ, we've seen it once before with Glenny Balls. He will be in our finale right now. We have Casey in fights versus Billy and Nate, and let's zone in on these two pairs. They both have plenty of experience playing with each other. However, they have never faced off here inside the Triple S.
Yeah, again, this is a very intriguing matchup because most people playing Billy, they just don't have the time for him. We saw last week Rhea was very upset with Billy, just wanted nothing to do with him. If any two people have the time to deal with him, it'd be John and Casey. It just rolls right off their back. They just could not care any less, I'd imagine. So I'm not sure the antics, the tactics from Billy and Nate will pay off, but what Billy has in store today, you just never know. We didn't know. We for a second didn't even know if he was going to show up today.
Right.
We were a little worried about where he might even be. So you just don't know with Billy and Nate, an unlikely duo, the odd couple. They did lose last time, but it was one of those situations where it wasn't more of a loss or the tower winning out in the end because it did reach 50.
You mentioned them losing last time, and that 50 burger bridges perfectly to our next point. Let's look back to a week ago. Billy and Nate were in our best match ever, and that may seem opinionated, but it's not at all.
Nah, it's the best match ever.
Here's a brief recap of last week's match, Billy and Nate versus Liz and Rhea.
You when you do that.
It's a risky move.
His district, New York City.
Billy's
Billy's going to twist the entire tower. Had to find a way to balance it back.
Rules can't be on your phone when you're participating.
Still very obvious what he's doing.
Billy!
Oh. And now we doing, Jake. I can't explain it.
Billy.
I think he's about to lose. We've never seen that. That's a triple stack.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know if
Oh!
Oh my goodness! One place to go. And she got it out, but the turn is not over yet.
power spot.
All three
It
positions.
has been an honor to serve you.
Oh my goodness, how does he do it? How does Billy Football continue to do it?
He is making it look easy.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, she got it! Can she retower? Done yet.
Maybe after that.
Good. It's good if she gets it off. Unbelievable! Nobody thought it was possible, but it's out. His fingers off. The moment of truth.
I'm watching the screens.
Billy worried about the referee. He's worried about the fact that he might have to make a move.
It's
he
the
will.
first 50. He's done it before. That's it. Karma for Billy Football. He ruins the
I
tower.
thought he was gonna do
And
it.
Rhea picks up. And you can watch that match in its entirety on our YouTube page, Jeff.
Yeah,
Something we will
highly
never
suggest.
forget.
Highly suggest that if you ever want to play, which you should, again, free money there. Chance to win that. Go to the Barstool or the Stool Streams YouTube page. Make sure to watch these matches. You can get a little insight. It does help out with making these picks. If you watch, you know what Billy and Nate do. You know what Fights and Casey do. So why not? Good try. But that was I had not seen that overhead sky cam shot of the tower spinning as Billy turned it 360 degrees. So, and I also forgot that Fights was in here reacting the entire time as well. So John is very aware of what's about to happen here.
No doubt about it. One
Could bring
last
an FBI
order
jacket,
of business
too.
before we kick things off. Let's send it down the stream with the third member of our crew, PFT commenter.
Hey guys, thank you very much. Great to see both your smiling faces back here. This is a big Monday down in the Stool Stream Stadium. I checked the temperature. It is 68.5 degrees. Perfect Jenga weather today. I'm down here with the man of the moment, our official Spider. Everyone wants to talk to Spider. The richest man in Stool Stream Stadium. Clap it up for Spider, guys. Spider, having that, you've secured the bag right now. I see you walking around with the bag, the $10,000.
Yes.
Does that make you impervious to bribery inside Stool Stream Stadium?
No. Again, I'm a man of integrity and honor, so I'm going to call it as I see it here today in Triple S, the way it should be, the way it has always been, and the way it will continue to be. That's what I plan to do here today. Nothing has changed other than my bottom line. Happy to be here.
Love it, love it. And what is your first purchase going to be with that $10,000?
I don't know. I would like to take care of some people that helped me get in this position, so we'll see where that leads us.
He's just going to give the money back to Dave, is what that's what I heard. Here you go, Dave.
Stay
Here's a
tuned.
$10,000 pair of shoes. All right, back to you guys up in the booth. Jake, Jeff, you're the mans.
All right, thank you, PFT, once again. Big congrats to Spider, $10,000.
Good to have Spider one back to. We saw
Yes.
also in that replay video, Spider 3 did a great job
king,
reffing,
Spider.
but
What a
almost
king.
hit Rhea with a penalty flag. Spider 1 would never do that.
All right, it is time to kick things off down the stream. The order, very important. Remember, questions 1 and 2 on the Play Barstool app. It's going to be Casey, Billy fights, and Nate. Casey, Billy fights, and Nate. So let's start things off with the 31-year-old from Dallas, Texas. But, Jeff, they are going with the Glenny Balls tactic, kind of, with the sweatshirt around the waist. What do you think of that?
Some sort of like denim jacket she's tying. I can't really
I forgot
tell.
to wear pants with pockets today.
She can't. It doesn't have any pockets. Yeah, Casey has violated the rule,
Right.
and obviously no one is intentionally doing it. Let us be very clear. You know, this is everyone signed waivers. They read statements. You just kind of expect it to happen though, because sometimes you don't think about it in the moment, and that's fair. You can't fault them, but it is still just because we feel bad doesn't mean it's not a violation. But if you're going to violate, it better be early on. If you do it later on in the round, that bench basically cripples the game for you.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
Wow, and we're off.
Casey, as she completes her first turn, she actually, speaking of this league, we talked about Dana and Tristel, which we'll get to later. Casey actually said some words about Nate. She said his pace of play is by far the slowest in the office, and it's worse than baseball, the pace of play by Nate.
Okay. Taking a shot at Major League Baseball there. It seems to be Nate knows his pace of play, knows he's a slower player. Even in games he plays fast, they still manage to go in the 40s. So it doesn't matter what Nate does. Usually Nate is involved in long matches.
Wow, you weren't wrong.
Nate and Billy, of course, as you saw in our open, coming off the 50 burger, the longest match in Stool
fast enough for you,
history.
Casey?
Took almost an hour and a half as Casey goes for the deck right now.
Towel
No
already
answers,
hanging
though.
there in the middle, Jake.
Yes, we do have a hanger, a Tittleman's Crest so far. And again, if you're new to Jenga, Tittleman's Crest is an open slot in the middle of a slate, and a hanger is the exact opposite. It's one block hanging
All
on a
middle
row.
blocks right now. We're going straight for the middle here.
Pifty, can you hear Billy got a haircut since the last match?
Billy's thinking about the psycho shit right now. He's exploring doing something
20
really,
seconds to pick
really
a
dumb
block.
as fuck.
Oh, damn. Spider's
Seems
not
like there's a
fucking around
shot
today.
clock this week. Good job, Billy.
The first 20 blocks of
thinking
this
about
game
it.
will have a 30-second clock to select your block.
20 or 30?
30 seconds for the first 20
20.
blocks.
So now back into the square of Zoom goes the 32-year-old from Fall River, Massachusetts in Feidelberg. And speaking of his opponents, he said of Billy and Nate, the only thing that's going to stop fights from punching Nate in the face is his fear of Billy.
Wow. Fair enough. You don't want to mess with Billy.
Why are you punching me?
Billy has a copious amount of protein powder and energy bars on his desk, so you know he works out. John wearing today what I would consider
Wait, defended.
John's outfit today, clothes. He's just wearing clothes. That's what he.
Shout out to Friday Night Lights, though.
Yes, I thought it was an FBI, but that's the Pflugerville Dylan Panther P on his jacket.
He looks like, it just looks like a closet exploded.
He's just
on
wearing clothes. but he pulls it off wonderfully. He pulls it off really well.
Yeah. It looks like he walked into Goodwill and there was like a time bomb
It's
that went off.
This is not
I think it's got to be this
But in
block.
a good way.
It's going to be this block, but I need it.
But you look good.
Looks
Good on you, though.
No, you can pull it off.
No, any other person in the outfit where would be punched.
It looks like you took a bukkake from the Salvation Army.
Yeah, this is the pace of play. I mean, Casey's the slowest player.
I couldn't do it. I was laughing too hard. Bukkake
Did
from the
anyone see that
Salvation
almost?
Army.
But he does. He looks like he can pull it off. Like it's all about how you wear it. If you wear
No,
it
I mean that, and it's absolutely true. Anyone else, you'd be like, you're an asshole. But you're like, no, John looks good today. Like John pulls it off somehow.
Jeff, this just in from the Play Barstool app. We have
Good job,
the numbers of the most popular pick in question 1. Overwhelmingly, it's Billy Football. 38% of the field pilling the 21-year-old to
think
pull the
that?
losing block. 23% at fights, and then Nate and Casey, very similar. 19.78 for Nate, and Casey, the favorite, at 19.48%.
That's pretty high to have only one person in the 30s up there,
Right.
close to 40. I don't hate the pick though. Like Billy is a very
Billy, you want to spin it?
he's a veteran here, and he's a good player. But when you factor in and you know that he'll do insane stuff, it kind of
Right.
makes sense to go with that pick. He's the riskiest player.
And
My
the
pull
insane-
percentage for how many blocks I pulled.
And the insane stuff Jeff's
is
hinting
nuts.
at, Billy likes to
Fights
call it the
respect to the
quote
phone rules?
psycho SHIT.
Yes.
And we saw that a lot in the 50 burger match.
Yeah,
and
'cause
Jeff,
we gotta
basically
pick a
the
block,
psycho
right?
SHIT is when
Tick, tick.
Billy completes a turn that unnecessarily
good do you
messes
feel
with
in
other
such a
blocks
spot?
before retowering.
Yeah, we saw the very now infamous
Wait,
move
wait,
of the triple
focus
stack
focus
where
up.
he
Wait, now.
twisted
What is a
a
stick
block
fix?
and had
No more
3 blocks
games.
lined up going in the same direction. We'd never seen that before. Ended up biting him. But again, like that's a tactic that works. I will say though,
Let's not get too casual.
we'll get to it when you get the keys. It happened very late.
It's
last
like
time.
already
I don't
like
think that was a
Yeah,
smart
guys,
move. I
we-
think it's got to happen early.
Just
Where did
speaking of that, your piece of the match presented by
No one
Heine
has
Hard
any
Seltzer.
idea.
Yeah, thank you
Can I
to
ask
my
a
new
question?
hard seltzer, by the way.
It
But
goes
psycho
Casey,
shit, it's got to
Billy,
happen
Nate,
earlier
Billy,
on
Nate.
today.
my turn now?
He can't wait so long into the match
Wait,
to
no,
let
that was-
players
No.
become comfortable. Because you see
I'm
here, there's
like
laughing,
100%
there's
goes
talking.
Casey, Billy.
Well,
If
yeah, but I
you
think I might have gone out of
attack the
turn
game now and do the
They don't
psycho
go 2 in a
shit
row,
now,
so
it
if someone
goes
went out
turn
of
everything
turn-
on its
Right,
head.
is it me or
And on the
him?
other side, got to
someone
get
go
back
out
on the
of turn?
comfort zone
We
here.
need to take a look
Casey
here.
and fights
talk to
were.
New York.
Oh, we have a bit of a replay.
We don't know whose turn it is.
It's Casey's turn. It goes Casey, Billy,
But I
Nate,
just
the
went,
question
though.
is, did
Nate
they
just went.
Did they go out of order?
Did they go out of
I
order?
went-
They're,
Casey, just
they're
go.
The
wondering
order is
now.
Casey,
Wait,
Billy,
wait, but there's money on
Feidelberg,
the
Nate.
line, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Everyone out of the circle for a second. Let's get this right.
Wait.
Nate just went. We
I
are
just
12
went.
blocks in,
Who
which
went
means it
before
should be.
What was the beginning order?
Wait a second.
It's Casey, Billy fights Nate.
Casey,
But
Billy.
I just,
one I've been saying.
yeah, but I just went.
I don't think you just went. I think I went before
It's
Nate.
coming from in the house.
All right. I thought I
Casey,
just went.
Billy fights Nate. So you're after me, Casey.
No, I know that. I thought I went out of turn.
If we are 12 blocks in, this would be Casey's turn.
All right.
Already violating my key to the match there, where I said get comfortable. Obviously not comfortable. Me,
It's like weirdly already,
questioning
like-
what turn it was.
Yeah.
Very.
But they did
sticky.
get split up. They weren't playing
Very
with each
sticky.
other, so they're back together. 2 great friends. Yell at each other, call each other bitch. You gotta keep that up.
Yeah, and
And
we,
he's fat.
to your point, that is actually a question I asked Casey and
Worked out the
Fights last night in our pregame production meeting. In their first ever
What
match,
block
when
number
Casey
is
committed to the 2-hand violation, Feidelberg called her a dumb bitch, but Casey said he is on a very, very, very short list of people who can say that and get away with it.
Yeah, again, that's the allure of John.
Billy.
Now Billy
Starting
Football.
to do the weird stuff right now. Billy's
15
getting
seconds to
weird.
pick a block, Bill.
It's like already.
I picked
shaky
it.
as
This is
hell.
when Billy's brain just gets extremely dangerous to the world.
One hand. There
When
you
he
go.
gets bored, he
And
just
here
he
comes
starts
the
poking
Psycho
at all the sore edges of
SHIT.
life.
What's he doing?
Just measuring.
There it is. This is okay. That was a.
Really unnecessary actions by Billy, but in his brain,
He seemed to have put
It
it
makes
back in
sense. It
place
makes
a little bit there, though. PFT, he's putting it back to where it was
Yeah,
before.
he's-
So what was?
there's really no rhyme or reason to what Billy does when he does anything. He's like the Joker. He just does things.
Billy with the move and replace, Jake. We don't see that often with psycho shit. It's where you move the tower and then put it back in its place for nothing at all.
Fight's going as tall as you can go. 4th row, and remember, incomplete rows do count. So that is indeed a legal move. So back into the square of doom goes Nate.
Happy birthday, Jake.
Nate 3 and 2 right now.
It's
Nate
birthday
going
week
for
for
the
Jake. Nate
Tittleman's
just brought
crest.
that up. Everyone's talking about birthday week for Jake.
He got a
Happy birthday,
firecracker
Jake.
on
Out.
Saturday.
He did.
Yes, big shout out to John and Casey. Jeff, little backstory. I was walking back from dinner with my friends, and I just saw them on the street
yeah.
as we get another look here at Billy's Psycho SHIT.
I don't. I just don't like. I have to see this again to really comment on it. I don't know what he was doing there, but there's always a rhyme or reason with Billy.
In their hands.
No, there's not. Jeff,
He's
go
always
ahead,
doing
Casey.
something, and there's always a
respectful-
plan for later in the game.
Respectfully disagree. I think that there's usually no rhyme nor reason with
You
Billy.
know him better.
Just occasionally,
Yeah.
the game will last long enough where he'll go back to what he first started to do and do something different with it, make you think that was his plan all along. What Billy does is he's just like, he sees something and he attacks it. That's all he does.
Referee, can I retweet the stream?
He went for it. Oh, Nate
Yes, of
asking to
course.
use his phone. That's a great job
That is
by
a
Nate.
veteran move because you saw it in the recap of the
You only
50
have 60
burger.
seconds to do
You're
it,
not
though.
allowed
Come on,
to
move,
use
move,
your
move, move.
phone mid-match. Billy used his last time.
Actually, I have to retweet it as well.
Clean that up.
Thank
Clean
you
that
to
up
Nate
on
for
top.
the reminder.
We'll kiss there.
And not good enough
Kiss
for
him.
Casey. Spider doing a good job ensuring that
right,
the
bud.
retowering process is complete. You see our Sky Cam presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. The blocks must be kissing as Billy will look to attempt to extract and finish off that full slate up top, 17 deep.
We haven't even touched the bottom yet.
This bottom
Pretty
row is
tight.
just waiting to be grabbed.
We've heard a few
solid
players
blocks.
murmur the fact that it is a tight tower right now, Jeff, and
One hand.
it's interesting to see the bottom row, bottom slate, still fully intact this late. It's usually attacked very early in the match.
think if you're a smart player, you're going to go to make it a hanging tower.
We haven't seen it in a couple of weeks. A hanging tower when one block is
too deep on
holding
this
up the
shit
whole
stuff.
Are you out psycho shitting yourself?
I think I'm out psycho the psycho. The voices in my head aren't telling me what to do.
Back to fights with a very easy Tittleman's
what was
crest.
Simple pull.
6 rows up. And let's send it back down the stream, PFT with Billy.
Yeah, I'm down here at Billy Football, the noted purveyor of psycho shit. Today, it looks like Billy's taken a little bit of time to get into the really strange parts of his brain. Billy, what is the plan of attack on this tower?
It's a really atypical tower in that it is very tight. There's a lot of friction when pulling the blocks, and it's actually kind of messing with my psycho shit. And I'm pissed.
All right, so what's the plan? Are we going to try to extract some tough blocks, or are we going to try to turn the tower?
The tower is sturdy structurally. I just tested. That was what my tapping around was. There's no loose bits. There's no unbalanced unevenness. This is a clean tower, and we're gonna have to shake it up, try to exploit some weaknesses, maybe get some vibrations to cause some momentum shifts. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, Billy versus the tower. Legend as old as time. He is the modern day King Kong. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much, PFT and Billy. All right, Jeff, we are 19 blocks in, but remember, question 2 also at stake, and we just heard Billy say the Psycho SHIT is much tougher in this type of tower. The 36 to 38 range in question 2 was the most popular pick, and the long shot, once again, the highest number, 42 plus, just 5% of the field.
Veteran Stool Streams viewers and Play Barstool app players will know, though, that loosening and moving around blocks also loosens other blocks rows above and below. So Psycho Shit may not be doing much for him in the immediate, but it's definitely loosened blocks up in other areas. Like that one right there may have been an effect of Psycho Shit. You just don't know. So it's still worth doing it for Billy, as Billy thought he found something.
No,
Billy's concerned down here.
there's actually a little physics going on. Because the AC is off, the air's not as dry, which makes the blocks stickier.
Astute.
I was waiting.
Jeff, I'm not
That's
so
not
sure the
confirmed
AC is
for-
off. It's still pretty chilly.
Not by
The AC is off.
not
pretty
confirmed by
chilly here.
science. I think legally PFT we have to say that's not confirmed by science.
The science is out on it right now.
The science is right.
No,
There's no AC.
It's very chilly in here, so I don't know if the AC is completely off.
Oh no, it's on.
The AC, Billy has just confirmed the AC is on after all.
What is that?
So he's taking back his science.
Science revoked.
Dana said in his pregame interview that he fucking hates Trista and wants to bury her 6 feet under.
Can we talk about what's
Well,
going on there?
we'll get to that
That's
in the
in
next
our
match.
next match.
We'll save
Well,
the
that's what we call.
save
Nate
the
trying to
drama.
go
It's a
after
tease.
Nate trying to go after our jobs right here.
Well, you're
And another
you're
look
getting old,
here
Jake.
at Billy Football, thinking that the AC was off, but he was just wrong.
Or am I up?
Yeah, he
AC
did
is
a
very much on it.
he did a jump. That's a great vertical by Billy Football. I just want to note that. But he did a jump to put his hand in front of the AC. This is a very cold room. I can't explain enough to people at home. This is the coldest room in New York City, including open walk-in
humidity.
freezers. It gets
I'm
warm
telling
throughout.
you.
By match 2, it's warm in here.
Right.
But it's always cold in the beginning. So I understand the
It's not
check.
even budging.
Dude,
Back to
I
Billy
haven't
Football.
seen stickiness like this since
Since what,
Here
Billy?
comes a good joke.
Since what?
I don't know.
Continues to be surprised by the
Since your dad
stability
walked
of
in
this
here?
tower. He goes low, third to bottom row. A counterclockwise turn.
I get it.
This is usually the zone where we start to see a couple wobbles on the tower, Jake, and then they go away into
This is
the
actually bad.
beginning of the 30s.
This is actually really bad.
Billy might have
Billy
actually
in trouble.
CKED himself. He's panicking a little bit.
I don't see
It's
what the-
created a lot of instability down at the
There
bottom.
you
of
go,
that
Billy.
tower.
Not even a
PFT, was that
sweat.
an over-exaggeration? Was he over-exaggerating? It seems like he might have been.
No.
No, I think he's actually created a lot of instability down there at the bottom of the
Yeah.
tower. He went low. He went really low on this one, and I think he's starting to regret it a little bit.
Alright.
But it's one
We
of
gotta
those
start
moves that
making it
could damage the
interesting.
other team just as much as it damages him.
He's going for the Psycho SHIT right in the middle of the tower.
Completely
It was a
unnecessary.
split dice. Split dice is a hanger on top of a split row of 2. Billy's centering that.
Yeah, he's moving the blocks more inward. Interesting play.
Oh, one hand.
That's a thin bice now,
Great job.
to where a split bice is thinned out. The gap in the middle is smaller.
Interesting retower by Billy, but
Yeah.
remember, Nate's going to be the one to have to do the dirty work. As you see, Fights has no issues. Now Nate doesn't have much room to work with.
Yeah, Nate is going to have to fix that now on the top because John just worked with what was there. Smart move on his part, a veteran move. And Nate, after psycho shit,
So
Billy
dramatic.
losing focus.
I'm gonna be. It's not the same if it's not like 50, like high.
I mean, did you glue that?
It's too stable for me to like really take it seriously right now.
How
Too
many blocks are we
stable
on?
for Billy to take
Like
serious.
25. Like
25.
last, like think about it, we went 50. Like this is.
They can't even move the blocks right now. Nate
That's
is
high.
perplexed.
And Billy is not really settled in yet. He's saying, "Oh, we went 50." This could be another storyline from our pre-match, part of a potential hangover. Despite being on the losing end,
Yeah.
he might think he's invincible after playing in a 50-burger match.
Once
Still
you
thinking
climb-
about it.
Once
Nate's
you
strong.
climb a mountain, everything looks like hills.
Billy's actually disgusted with this tower down here.
It's
He's
not
just
wrong.
berating it. Billy
What is
says,
going on up here?
I like my towers like I would like
Flatten
my
the roof
women.
areas over.
Unstable and full of holes.
And here it is, Billy's poor tower, Jake, like
Right.
you said, coming into play.
Yep, the Sky Cam presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Nate has plenty of work to do up top after Billy's careless retower on the first block of this slate.
That might be tough for a rookie, not for Nate, though. He knows this game
Okay.
too well now.
Nate-
He's played
My
more
blood
Jenga in the
sugar's
last
low.
5 weeks than
Shaky
he's
up
played in his
there.
entire life.
Nate's
yeah,
3
brother.
and 2
Sports my
overall,
entire
and
life.
most impressively, Nate has never pulled a losing block.
Hell yeah.
I have breaking news. Nick Foles has just been named as the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears, as first reported by PFT commenter via Adam Schefter.
Thank you, Mr. Commenter.
Huge news, guys. Huge
That's
news.
actually.
Damn.
I mean, this is crazy.
The tower
I just
is
brought that
leaning.
up 'cause, like,
Yeah, actually,
speaking
that
of-
angle right there, if
Speaking
you're
of
watching,
8-inch blocks of wood.
very easy to see how far that tower is leaning. It is leaning to Casey's right, and if you're watching your left, pretty heavily at the top, and that's not the part of the tower you want leaning.
Not at all. 24 deep. Remember
Really
that
tucking
first
your
zone
hoodie.
of numbers in our question, too. 0 to 31 is actually the second heaviest underdog. Just 10% of the field took it. 1,520 of you at home searching for answers for that record $2,500 jackpot. And again, a slanted retower up top.
That's going to hurt John now. Casey knows it. She knows she
thought
really
it was
messed up.
straight,
She done goofed.
Oh, Billy going to be a mention. Just put it back down the middle.
A mensch, that's what we call him.
Noted bench Billy. Nate has buttoned the top button of his shirt and tucked it into his
It's very
jeans.
cold in here.
I'm hungry.
Terrible.
I'm hungry.
I'm actually like low blood sugar.
It looks like you're not allowed to talk.
Billy, a little shaky with his hands here.
With that- with
fast
that sounds
celebrating
about
Yom
right.
Kippur
With that
today.
shirt, the designs on that shirt and that tuck job.
You're not allowed to talk.
Yeah, no.
He looks like he's part of John Cryer's entourage.
No, I swear my kid's over there.
Billy gets it out, creates a double hanger
Nate, I like-
over
I
the
like your
split vice on top of another double hanger on top of a split vice.
And he's going to hammer
fashion
that
bumps.
vice, that now thin vice, in
Just showing
even
off
more.
over here. Hey, flow gods, drip gods, me and Nate.
Billy doing some extracurricular activities down
change
low,
my
but
Twitter.
retowers on that right side.
Good job,
drops
Billy.
it,
I'm gonna.
and it's good to
spin
go.
the tap.
Yeah, we know.
All right, John.
I don't know.
The absolute
Yeah.
sauce just dripping off me and Nate right now.
PFT, can you ask Billy? I believe he just said that his next turn he's going to twist the tower.
Billy, are we going for a twisted tower next time?
Dude, we're getting twisted.
When we say twisted, are we talking 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees?
I think we might go over 360.
Over three, so you could just
But
go
no,
like
we're not reversing.
45.
We need a centripetal force to impact the momentum and friction of blocks.
You're gonna try to use centripetal force to spin
We're
blocks
gonna- we're
to
gonna
the
use
outside.
spin
issue.
to
That-
get
that might be a
centripetal force to
violation.
loosen the blocks.
You
It's
have,
gonna work.
I'm just
Billy
waiting
has
for that. Go
understood
ahead, Nick.
70% of the
Keep it
words that he
moving.
just said. The other
It's
30%,
physics.
that's the psycho shit.
Casey
Yeah,
blocked.
You guys
Ooh,
just
ooh, some more wobbling up top.
You see,
Nate
like,
very quick
these-
to extract.
These are
Got
JV
it.
wobbles. I don't get. I need more movement.
Billy
And
not
again-
impressed.
Jeff, we just had a
It's just not the
very
same.
careless retower by Nate. I don't know if we can get another look of our sky cam presented by
I don't
High
get
Noon
the
Hard
same
Seltzer.
adrenaline anymore.
But look at that, Jeff. On that right side, there's really very
Very
little
Darky
sloppy
shit are you up
to
to
work
over
with.
there?
Very sloppy,
I don't even
sloppy
wanna know.
top there by Nate.
Sloppiest of the tops. Let's see if
I get
Casey
it
can
from
clean that up.
It's genetic.
Stop making me laugh.
But remember,
talking
when
about
Casey
salad.
had a
Floppy
poor
top of the
retower,
rungs in my
Billy went out of
family.
his way to fix it.
This is.
Casey has taken that one out. Oh, what a two-hand violation! went the extra distance to ensure it wouldn't
How
happen.
is it even
But
possible?
Spider was on top of it.
I don't think I touched it.
And Casey doesn't believe it. We'll get another look up coming
Yeah,
soon.
You touched it
Everything is
even
reviewed.
after you were
Everything is
called
reviewed
for it.
anyway.
You touched
She
it
is in
twice.
disbelief. The call on the floor is violation. Needs to be conclusive.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
she
there
held
it is with the thumb.
She held it for a solid 2 seconds.
Spider all over.
Heidelberg doing it right away as well.
Throws his hat, Nate.
Spider's got to keep an eye on that right now because another two-hand touch would be a potential DQ.
That is unreal. At this point, why even have the shirt around your waist?
I mean, it's.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we're down here with Casey right now, and
She pulled a Glenny
Casey,
Balls.
you are the second person to have restrained your non-dominant hand to have ended up using that hand. What was the thought process on tying yourself down by the elbow as opposed to the wrist or the hand?
John did it, so it's technically his fault.
John, not very good at tying
well-
ladies up. Positive and a negative,
I
I
might
guess,
be
depending which way you look at it. So Casey, you have put your team in a disadvantaged
I
position.
have.
They've
How
never
are you
gotten
going to go ahead and write this? What is the path forward for you guys?
I don't think that there is one, to be completely honest.
She thinks that they're
I think we're
F-U-C-K.
I think we're fucked.
F-U-C-K.
I think the tower is so tight.
Strong words.
Okay.
Well, good luck.
I mean, how does this happen?
Good luck and Godspeed.
All right,
I
thank
don't.
you,
Yeah, we're
PFT.
fucked. We're fucked.
We're gonna
No.
go back to
Yeah. It's early.
You know what we're gonna do?
we're gonna finish this turn with Casey right now. Remember, one more violation, and Billy and Nate can take a win via disqualification.
Is that her own version of psycho shit?
That seems a little too sane.
I don't know what exactly that
She won't
is.
twist the tower.
I think she just made a
You won't
block.
twist it.
You won't twist
You
the
won't twist
tower.
it. Twist it.
Going down
She's just gonna do
low.
a 2-block turn. Nothing.
I don't know.
Interesting to see what the strategy is here.
Twist.
I
you-
think
are
what
you
she did is she just
replacing-
made that an easy pull for Nate and Billy.
That's the thing, Jeff, is I think she's trying to make an easy pull for John when
Everyone-
it's his turn, but she forgets that it's a game of taking turns.
Yeah, that's a pull in reverse. We've seen that tactic before. Typically, if you push a block through it and pull it back the other
gotta
way,
go,
it's a
Casey,
softer
let's
block
She
to
already has a
pull.
pull.
That was an unbelievable
She
move.
may have
just there.
loosened.
Yeah, and very interesting. All right, as Casey completes his turn, let's pause for a second. Go back to when she used two hands. Now, Jeff, all of the eyeballs may have been on Casey's violation, but look at the opponent, Nate. What celebration is this?
Yeah, I just realized he's got a very Forrest Gump look right now, too. Also, the Martin Short character, Ed Grimley, that may reference may over people's head, but he does have a distinct look right now, and with that dance, he looks like a human SpongeBob, actually. He's got pineapples all over. You look like a human SpongeBob SquarePants.
A nugget to keep in the back of your head right now.
I can.
Remember, Jeff, Nate was involved on the only disqualification ever. He took the win with Brandon over Smitty and Glenny. Now, one more violation by Fights and Casey. He has another opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they got to be real careful, and she did
Got
that
it.
with the hand tied down. They have to be locked in and focused. This is a great time for more psycho shit from Billy.
This is actually a very strange time for more psycho shit from Billy.
Yeah,
because
terrible
Great
time
time.
for psycho.
If
Great
it goes
time.
to their
One hand,
if it
Billy.
goes to the next turn, they have to remove the first block that they touch. Billy right now is essentially on a free play. He's doing his damnedest to fuck it all up for himself.
I really should just do it.
Didn't she loosen that bottom one or no?
What I gotta do is just like fundamental pull right here. It's just
Doesn't really want to mess around too much. It makes sense. He can put them in a very bad spot, but with them having a violation, it's almost worth, like Billy said, just get the pull and move on.
Right, Billy going with that fifth to bottom row right now.
She
Doing
didn't
some
grin and
extra
sit in
caution.
face at all times.
On the west
They're
side.
only
What are you gonna do, John?
imagination.
No, Casey.
Is what shows us our limits.
Got it out.
Yeah, that's a smart move by Billy. It's not the exciting move, it's the
Is that
smart
on the
move.
Twitter?
Fundamental pull. That's what he said going into it.
That
Fundamental
tower's
pull is what it
wobbling
is.
a ton.
Got
Look at
it
that
out.
great overhead shot.
Full slate completed.
Oh, boy.
Now back to fight. So remember, first block he
What a
touches,
What
he
about the
must
fourth
remove, courtesy of Casey's penalty.
I don't want to read my Twitter.
You might hear fights use the
See
B
what the
word.
strategy is here for Feidelberg.
Amazing.
Oh,
I'm sorry, John.
You could.
The eyeballs,
I mean, I would just
very crucial here.
middle one.
We've seen plenty of people escape the penalty, Jeff, but the later the match, the tougher it becomes.
Does gotta be careful of the hat brim too. That tower.
And he's locked in. He goes for the Tittleman's Crest on the 4th row, but it is glued in. He's got a lot of work ahead of him.
Yeah, and this chisel's tough because the tower is moving on the chisel. Oh my goodness.
Maybe
I saw some movement on that one.
put your finger on one of the side blocks and then just slowly push it in.
I don't think we've had a tower fall towards us in
Not
quite a
working.
while,
Wow.
actually, and that is the direction it may fall. If this is it here.
He's got some movement, but some more wobbling as
Yeah,
well.
the more he
Psycho
punches it,
shit.
the more that thing is waving.
Guys, I'm
the hinge
actually
point
seeing
is
it
the
a little bit
psycho
differently
shit.
down here.
Put his hand
I
on top
saw
of
a clean movement on that block. Fights might want to pull this, or I guess
Go the other way.
What are you doing?
He was
It's
trying.
it's like a little turd poking out of a bum hole.
He was
All
trying
he's
for
got to do
the.
is squeeze.
Totally.
He's
There it
going
is,
back
just-
and
yeah.
forth.
Oh.
More wobbling.
It's way
hurts.
more stable than you think.
But remember,
shouldn't
it
do
is
all that
legal
razor
to
blade.
hold it up
Do you think if he
with
turned
other
it, it would
blocks
be
as long as
easier?
you're using
Yeah.
one hand.
Honestly, I might turn it on my team.
Yeah.
Remember, only 10% of the field picked this first zone of 0 to 31 blocks.
I was wondering.
This is
if you
my
could do that.
fault.
Yeah.
So it can knock out roughly 90% of our selectors watching at home with a Jenga here.
I think he's got it, guys. It's going to take some squeezing to have his
Oh.
turd
Okay,
cutter
okay,
push
okay.
this thing out. But it's like after it's
Oh.
like taking a
Stabilize,
crap after
stabilize.
surgery.
A little harder.
It's interesting, Jeff, because these first 7 rows are right on top of a hanger over a split vice. So
Over.
Okay, stabilize, stabilize.
This
He got
tower is
some
much
more movement.
stable than
It's actually. I mean. All of these rows below this are unbelievable. Split vice, hanger, split vice,
he's
5
doing it.
John,
times.
come on the other
A
side now.
double hanger, another split vice, 2 double hangers, and then the thin vice, the psycho
Right.
shit. And that's kind of the culprit right now. The psycho shit is what has made this so wobbly.
some more movement for fights.
Might have it though.
I think it's time we get the tower
I
twisted.
think he's
Going to
got
be
it.
close.
Am I after him? or-
Yeah, you got
Slowly but
We'll
surely
twist
on
it.
that
You
4th
got it.
row.
It's gonna recoil when that
got
block
it.
comes out though.
Folks, he's got it.
PFT thinks he has it.
Yeah.
PFT's been wrong plenty of times.
No, I have never been wrong.
How many? I think
It's
we-
out.
Oh, there's that recoil, but it stays up.
And it looks to be clear.
Great job.
Oh
John.
my god.
It's
Wow.
good.
Oh my god.
Fight survives the
shaking.
penalty. A fist pump.
Key,
I think we
Key
take
We're
move
31
there.
blocks deep.
key move there. I actually
Oh my
think the
God.
pole reversal where he pushed
Am I
it
waiting?
through, pushed it back,
just
gonna go with
and
that.
then pushed it back through the first wave. That loosened the block up quite a bit and saved him there.
All right.
Veteran move by John.
The
Maybe I
trip
do a
god, Nate
twist.
Dogg.
Important move here for Nate because, again, question 2, 0 to 31, was that first zone. So either a Jenga here and 10% survive, or a successful move here and 10% are eliminated. Crucial turning point as Nate goes as low as you can go.
How low can you go?
We might get a hanging tower here momentarily.
Would be halfway home if he can survive this move.
Fans loving Nate right now.
Nate
I'm sure.
3 and 2 in Jenga. Never pulled the losing block,
Oh, stack that.
but he loves longer matches. Nate's
Good.
ABM, average blocks per match. We'll get into that a little bit later in the broadcast. 42.4.
Unbelievable. That
So
is
the longer the match,
Believable.
it favors Nate.
That is insane.
So 32 blocks is nothing for Nate, and it started at 10% of you.
Yeah, we got a
1,520 eliminated
What?
in
Can
the
we take
run
a
for
look
that
over here?
progressive jackpot.
Did I
But you
mess
still
up?
have plenty to root for. You
Looks
can root for
good. I'm
nobody
not
to
hearing
win and
anything.
roll over a 3K on Thursday for Cornhole,
Sounds like there's a
or
middle
you
block.
can root against your picks, go over 6
Oh,
if you
no,
go
you're
for the
not.
$50 Barstool
Oh,
gift card.
now we're getting
And
interesting.
Casey Smith
Oh,
is looking to do what the people
Whoa.
want to see.
Now it's getting interesting.
She needs to retower.
Didn't even hesitate.
Oh, now the adrenaline's pumping. That got me.
Oh.
Oh.
Billy is all but announcing he's hard right now.
And it is a hanging tower, the first time in a couple of weeks.
Spider, it's not me though. It's
Spider
on the
saying
other
not
side.
good enough.
It was John, your teammate. It's your team.
That wasn't me.
That
Clean
wasn't
it up.
him?
The first block was. The middle block,
That's
rather.
fair. Yeah, it was.
That's good.
One thing we all
That's
love
a
about
hanging
Spider is
tower
he
below 2
Spider has a
split
deep
vices.
appreciation.
That's unbelievable. One of the craziest towers we've seen this
All right,
early in
Billy.
the match.
One
Spider has a
hand.
deep appreciation.
Right.
for
Yeah,
the
Billy
Billy
structure
just
of the
made
tower.
some
He respects
comments.
the tower.
I don't know what went on in there, but it relates to our
I mean,
pregame
there's
meeting
no
with
other
Billy.
blocks besides
When
the
he
ones up
said he's
there.
playing a
They're all
squad
gone, right?
that is put together visually. I don't really know what that means, but he said John
Wait,
dresses
we're
up
already
a
done.
lot, and Casey is
there's
very
nothing left.
visual. I don't really know what that could
Casey, a
mean.
visual human. You can see
Yes.
her.
Casey, one of the top several visual people in the office. I would say.
They're just like fashionistas.
Yeah, she's a
Just do
visual
fashion
person.
stuff.
That actually means, Jake, we have no more regular blocks, regular pulls below the threshold, meaning below the 4th row, there are no moves other than doing a tablecloth pull. Meaning this game,
He has
Oh,
to
we
put
got
in a
it forward.
sense, it almost doesn't have many more turns left,
Right.
just out of pure math.
Right.
Okay, wait, we actually.
60 seconds to pick
I
a
have
block.
to
Let's
pull
work.
this one to give them a pull, and then you pull the middle one, and then we win.
Yeah.
Boom.
What?
Billy forgetting that 3 blocks equal a full slate.
No, we didn't.
No, you
Nah.
just watch.
In 3 moves, another
One hand, one
row
hand, one
would
hand.
open up.
Billy
Fuck.
almost
I
with the
hate when they
second
catch
touch.
him like that.
That's
Just let 'em
great
do it.
teamwork.
No, dude, so
great teamwork by
they're-
Nate.
I think we won.
You owe Nate a lot of money, Billy.
We did the math.
Spider can help with that.
Billy calling game. It's been done
Here's-
plenty of times before.
Here's what Billy is saying.
I have a secret pull though.
Billy,
That's
Billy,
sideways as
it
fuck.
could be right,
Hey, Billy, over here.
but
Clean
could
'em up.
be
Clean
wrong.
that up.
here.
Clean
There-
that
there's
up.
a way
I mean,
Billy
that's-
is right, but it depends on this next move. And for the sake of the fact
All
that
right,
we
good.
don't have a glass wall here,
I know.
I'm going to let the game play out, Jake.
And thanks again if you're watching on YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you are
Yeah, you're
watching on that or Facebook as well.
I'm very interested to see what the secret pull is that Billy just
Well, I have a
referenced.
secret pull.
That would.
Billy's got a
This is a
secret pull.
pivotal move.
Jeff, I heard if you like the video right now, you have a greater chance of winning the $2,500 progressive
Wait.
jackpot.
And then we went.
But then if you pull that one,
No.
yeah,
No,
then pull this one, and then I won't have anything to pull.
John,
No. That's
That's not right.
your thinking is there, but it's not.
possibly a big error.
This,
This is
32 to
huge.
35 range was picked by
what are you
29% of you. That was
This-
the second most popular pick.
The match
You
hangs
see-
in
No,
the
actually,
balance
no.
of the decision
Remember
that John's
the
about
tapping, because remember the
Yeah, you're-
third block. There's now you're pulling from the 4th.
It's far too much math to be doing.
I know.
right now.
If you think about what I did in the beginning of the game, you'll figure out what's going
Right.
on.
Back and
See what Billy's
I have
strategy
no
is here
idea
because a
what you
pull of
did
this
at the
Tittleman's
beginning.
crest. This
mean,
would be
that's-
I
our
lived this
future
move by
4th
move.
row,
Just pull it.
but it would take it out.
Yes.
Billy's secret block might come into play here. Now would be the time to use it.
A wobbly black.
May not even match.
Right.
This thing could come down.
Anything can happen.
There it is.
Stabilize it, John.
Fight's playing in his 5th match right now. He's an even 2-2.
Oh my God.
So a record above or below 500 is what's at stake for the 32-year-old.
No, we're not right.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Billy and Nate, meanwhile, try to redeem themselves off the marathon loss last week. Oh! He gets it to stabilize.
Don't worry, game.
Retowers on the
Billy
right, but
called
Billy
game.
is
That
still
is-
confident.
Well, we have
Game.
check, but
Dude,
like,
you
Here
just pull-
is
I have to be
here
able
is
to
the
take
issue,
it.
Jake,
Bro,
and
bro,
I'll
bro.
lay it out
You
here.
pull that one,
Right,
and
If
then
and
what?
Nate
she gonna
pulls
pull?
that block,
well, then one.
No, because would still
No,
there
you're
are
right,
no
you're right,
other
you're right.
blocks
Yeah.
to
You're
But
pull.
I
talking,
just
you're
got
talking
to-
about
I
the
have
5th
to
row
pull
on
that
the
block.
east side,
It's
correct?
fundamental.
Correct.
Like, yeah, dude, it's a
Exclusive
fundamental
pull.
pull.
But if I don't pull this,
Dude, it's a
we'll lose.
layup. It's a layup.
If
Well,
he successfully
tablecloth
pulls
there.
this block and places it, they have no move other than a tablecloth move because the first 3 rows you can't touch, and
This
those are
thing
the
is
only ones, unless
wobbly.
I'm missing a row, those are the only ones with a full
way
block.
too
Now,
That
Jeff,
was-
I want to go back to that row Billy used his Psycho SHIT
They
on.
can't handle
There
this.
are 2 blocks about 2/3 the way down.
Fuck this.
They are very close to each other. Can Fights and Casey put those together and pull out
Where are
one?
they looking?
Can they find a way to possibly move one? I don't know.
they
Maybe
won't be
that's
able to figure it
maybe
out.
that's what they go with. But Nate, first of all, still has to pull this block, and this tower is very unstable, so it's not a guarantee yet. But
This
if he's
one
able
is,
to pull this here. We're essentially in a spot where the only move Casey and Fights can make is a tablecloth move, meaning where you yank a block
Right.
and hope that blocks above it land perfectly.
We've never seen it before.
Never been done. Billy actually had a chance to do it at one point.
Right.
This
I
is
think
Billy's
Chef
secret
Donnie had
block that
another one. He was
stored
able.
up.
He tried.
I saw the Mythbusters episode about the secret pull, about the tablecloth pull. It can be done. It helps to have a hydraulic press.
Some more
But it can be done.
stabilizing. Nate
There's a
only
couple.
has one place to go.
There's a couple options. Obviously, there's the way where you pull the block and hope the tower lands perfectly. There's one where like a double hanger. You pull out one of the hangers and then hope
Push
it
it a
creates
little
a
bit
new
more, Nate.
row of
Sorry?
3.
Push it
If
a
you look
little
in the
bit
middle
more.
there, if you look, you have those 2. Well, it's tough to see now. We'll get a shot
Good,
at it
good, good.
after this turn.
All right, so
So,
now
yeah.
Casey, and that's exactly what we were
Yeah.
talking
She's
about. That's
going
where
after
Billy
my
used his
secret.
Psycho SHIT.
That's my
She's
secret
going to
pull.
try to level it out, move one to the dead center, and pull out the other. That's the only move here.
Yeah, there is. Now, again, there's the other option where you have the double hanger. You could possibly pull out one of those hangers and then have 2 blocks on the side drop down and conjoin with another hanger, creating a fresh row of 3. That seems nearly impossible, but it is one of the few moves that you can make.
By
Can't
the
be
way,
scared
that
of the tower
move
fall.
eliminated 29% of you. Now we move on to our most popular pick, 36 to 38. 39% of the field took it. So, very important point here for the 14,000 plus of you on the Play Barstool app at home. Eagerly trying to grab that $2,500 record jackpot.
All right, the center of that block. This could be a huge move.
You gotta
Looks to
ask
be the
yourself,
only
do you
move.
want to win or do you want the tower not to fall on you?
Casey's 2-1 in her career. Her one loss, she did pull the losing block August 26. Can she get it out? Is that other block in the
So
middle?
that, I
enough?
don't think that was the final pull. That was her
Right.
making more room to center that other one. We've never seen this done either, Jake.
Nope.
I think we're all
Billy
going for
attempted.
Casey to get this because then
Billy tried to do it.
Billy's
His
gonna
was in a
step
much
up and do
different,
something
much more
really
difficult
strange.
position. This one seems possible.
She found my secret block.
Sorry.
Oh, some more tilting. Remember, Billy's already called game. Nate's already celebrated like a weirdo.
Wow. Turns fucking 24 at once.
25. She needs to chisel that dead center.
I think she can do it, guys. She's
Very locked in here. The jokes from earlier gone.
making slow moves.
Some more tilting on the top half of the tower, but she stabilizes with that legal hand. Remember, she did commit a violation already. One more would be a potential DQ.
Holy shit.
I don't.
This
Is
is
the other block down the middle enough?
I think it has to go over more, Jake. PFT, that has to go over more, probably, right?
This tower is so funky looking. You gotta have a brick hanging off over there.
Like, that would've
I think
been-
Casey's gonna pull this off. She really has to make sure that the fulcrum
No, this is
level is
this is
equally
the game
balanced.
right here.
Now it's
Got
moving
it
a
down the
lot.
middle, though.
That is.
Might be enough.
That is something.
This would be creating a quadruple hanger.
Right.
Casey extending a giant middle finger to Sir Isaac Newton.
Here it goes.
And then remember, another successful turn here would open up another legal row because it would create another slate up
Right,
top, which
right.
would really
I
extend
kind
the
of
game
want to keep
by a
playing
lot.
now. It's getting interesting. We could break 50 again.
You think it's in the middle enough, John?
It's gonna.
Honestly, you need a little
You gotta
more.
tell me with how it's
Every
going
turn
over
takes
there.
like 20 minutes.
I really
Tower's
want to see
also
this.
top heavy here. It's
She definitely needs.
leaning
more,
up
right?
at the top.
Yeah.
It is PFT. It's leaning.
Bends off to the right, a lot like some other things.
Like what?
It's leaning in the opposite direction of Casey right now, meaning I think
Casey,
it might
you
be
want to move it a
balanced.
little more.
Billy,
I
back
think
up
she
a little.
might be fine.
I like that you're.
But again,
be
we've
safe.
never seen this, Jake.
Right. This is block 36.
I think that was a great move as well right there to tilt it a little more.
Never be too sure.
Oh wow.
Now it's slanted, but the block she's trying to pull out, you can see right now, it's about majority of the way there.
Remember, if Billy had not done psycho shit, this option would never even be there.
Right. This may be backfiring for William.
At some point, you just gotta rip the band-aid off, guys.
Here it is, the
That's a
moment of
strong
truth.
grip from Casey. She's pulling that block with intention. I think.
And the
I
more
think she's
that
got
other
it.
one comes out, the less she can even really move the new middle block.
She's gotta go full send here.
Will it end
Find
or
out.
will she pull it off?
Full send.
Oh, but there we go! 36 blocks in. Billy and Nate survive.
It fell the exact opposite way that I thought it would even fall.
Cannot
Jeff,
believe
something
that.
That was a valiant
interesting.
effort. That was
Would
well
a
done.
quick retower there would have been an
Strikes
option
again.
to keep it stabilized.
Yeah, I think if she would have hit the tower earlier, she would have been able to stabilize it, maybe put the block in the opposite
I thought
direction.
you had it for sure.
Still an unbelievable move by Casey. Billy opened that up. Billy allowed this move to happen many turns ago when he did psycho shit, putting those blocks closer, because if they were farther apart, there's just no way that would have worked. Casey did get the pull, but the read tower does not happen. Commendable effort there. Unreal match that probably could have gone on into the 60s, but sometimes, Jake, you know what the real winner is here? Math.
No doubt about
Math
it.
won out in the end.
36 block deep. Let's send it back down the stream. PFT is in the loser circle with Casey and Feidelberg.
That's right, Jeff. Math. Shout out Yang Gang. Am I right? We're down here with our good friends Fights and Casey. Heartbreaking loss coming off that tough competition there. Now it looked like you had that last block. What was going through your mind trying to adapt to Billy's psycho shit?
I don't know. He's fucking crazy, but I honestly thought I had it. But I was looking at John. It was the most supportive John's ever been of me, ever. Ever. But I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
Fights, do you blame Casey for this loss?
No, there are a few moral victories in life, but as far as this one goes, I think this is a moral victory with a loss. I'm inspired by Casey. I think Casey's showed some inventiveness that will come in handy
All right,
down the line.
so back to you guys up in the booth.
Thank you so much, PFT, Fights, and Casey. All right, Jeff, one more order of business for this match. It's our Phillips and Relco close shave of the match, and this one was an easy choice. We mentioned during Casey's two-hand violation, a celebratory move by the winner in Nate. Look at that move. That is brought to you by Phillips and Relco One Blade, the only tool that can trim, edge, and shave any length of hair. Right now, you can save 20% on a one-blade replacement blade subscription at Phillips.com/Norelco Barstool. Your style made simple. Phillips Norelco, one blade.
Close shave indeed. I thought it would just be a normal violation. Then Nate saves the day by throwing out one of the best jigs we've ever seen here. That's better than Frankie's in ping pong, I think.
No doubt about it. Back down the stream, PFT in the winner's circle with Nate and Billy.
Yeah, as we wait for the next competitors to come into Stool Stream Stadium, I wanted to catch up with the winners, Billy Football and Nate, the Drip God. Nate, I want you to walk me through that jig that you just did. Can we get a replay of the jig so that Nate can narrate it and let us know exactly the moves he was pulling here? Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming your way. Once again, our Phillips Norelco close shave of the game.
Oh, that is just when the blood starts coursing through your veins, and you know that you're about to win a Jenga game. Just the good Lord takes over.
Yeah.
And that's what that jig is.
And here we go. We can see you, just your limbs start flailing.
I believe
all
Jesus did the
different
same
directions.
jig, if I'm not mistaken.
What doing? It looks like doing. What's that? The sock hop, the '50s move, Charleston. Like Nate doing the Charleston. What a treat that we all got to experience together. Billy, the psycho shit today ended up working out pretty well for you. Do you think there was a mental edge from the get-go? They were intimidated before they even stepped into the ring with you?
The Stool Stream Stadium is an asylum, and I simply reside there.
An insane asylum.
No.
Psycho.
Or asylum, like it's a safe place to go for people that want to be
Yes.
sick. Okay, it's a safe
sanctuary
space.
city.
All right, Snowflake Billy Football. He said it himself. This is a place where snowflakes can come to feel safe. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you so much.
Dana B! You look
We're
great!
trying to get along with the
look
broadcast
healthy.
here. Anyways, welcome back to the booth here inside Stool Stream Stadium, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. I'm Jake Marsh.
Well, Nate just won.
We'll be back in a moment.
So,
So there, of course,
feeling
is
very confident.
$2,500.
You know how he
for grabs
beat.
in this Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. But there's another contest going on in the Play Barstool app. It's called the Pigskin Parlay. And in last NFL Sunday, yesterday, if you went 10 for 10, you are still alive for the $25,000 jackpot. And here are some of our players that went 10 for 10. The task, kind of simple. Pick the exact score, and you will win $25K. There are 24 people still alive. Here are some of them, all expecting a shootout, a high-scoring affair between Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Nobody with the same exact score, so no potential for a split. If somebody gets it, they win $25K. If nobody gets it, they will split $1,000. So they're still getting money regardless. However, everyone wants that jackpot, that jackpot, $25K. And Jeff, it's got to be a shootout for one of these people to win.
It does. Two things. There's one low-scoring affair on there.
Yes.
But if there's a blowout, I don't know if we're going to get any winners tonight. Good luck to everyone, though. It's got to be I can't imagine getting through the day today if you're one of those remaining people. And getting to and Monday Night Football, you getting to the pregame stuff. But good luck to them. And again, why would you not be playing this?
Free.
Every week. Free to play. Play Barstool app. If you're watching this and you don't have it downloaded, I don't know what you're doing. You need to have it. You need to download it. Winners every week. Well, carryovers, but there's winners all the time.
Winners all the time. But now, back to the order of business here inside the Triple S. It's time for match 2 of the Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. It's the rookie, Dana Beers and Nick, taking on Liz and Trista. And Jeff, there is no shortage of trash talk leading up to this one.
No, there is no shortage whatsoever. Dana's got some sort of antics going on already. It hasn't even started his debut. Liz, he's holding a trash bag, it seems. A bag of trash, it seems. We'll, I'm sure, get a joke out of that momentarily. Oh, and he's putting AirPods into it. That would be a reference to an event from last week. So the antics already starting for a rookie here. His teammate Nick, who looks borderline uncomfortable right now. This is the most tense I think we've been pregame for a match here in Jenga, Jake. It's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, that is just the beginning of what we expect to be a very intense match. And there was a pregame quote in which in which Dana Beers did not hold back on Trista. And we're going to send it down the stream for more on that.
I'm here with the two competitors. There was a lot of trash talking going on before the event. Some trash holding even by Dana B. I'm here with Trista and Dana. Trista, are you allowing Dana to get into your head? Do you think that he is able to psych you out before the game even starts?
No, I mean, like, trash and scumbag golf is his brand, so it does not surprise me that he would bring a trash bag in on his first appearance in the Jenga.
Did you take anything that he said personally up until this point?
No, I don't. I just hope diet starts Monday.
Okay, Fatty, do you take that personally that she says that you're a chunk little boy?
No, I'm fat as fuck. I am also, this is my Jordan flu game. I had about 5,000 beers yesterday. And, you know, we're just going to get it done today.
Do you even yug?
Yeah, I yug beer. I'm actually, am I allowed to get mangled?
Why don't you prove it?
Am I allowed to?
I brought 2 beers. Why don't you?
Those are not beers, but.
They're better than beers. They're High Noons.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yes, I'm Jordan flu game.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I allowed to get mangled?
Just drink.
Responsibly?
Well, I just don't know if you even yug.
Okay.
That's not.
Also,
he
I have
doesn't
the
even
shakes.
yug.
No, oh wow,
I have the shakes.
Okay, doesn't even yug. This is very embarrassing for someone who's. Do the beer tweet. What we're seeing right now is a live beer tweet from Dana. In the wild. There's one. Did you finish it? Okay, here's another. You won't.
Spider, you just went
Easiest way to get Dana to do anything is just tell him that he won't do it. I totally will walk out in traffic. Idiot. There you go, the beer tweet, live in person. Like watching Picasso puke. Okay, back to you guys in the booth.
All right,
let's play some
Jenga.
Jenga.
So much. A pair of High Noon Hard Seltzers already down by the rookie.
I don't we get a shot of Nick right now. Get a shot of Nick looking into the camera. But Nick very much has the John Krasinski, The Office, Jim Halpert thing going right now. He's just looking off into space like, oh boy. So yeah, the dynamic here today is as intrigued as I've been in a while with Stool Streams. Very colorful language thrown around on Twitter last night. Veterans of Stool Streams in here, Liz and Nick. This is tense. This is tense.
All right, let's kick things off.
Can
down
I say
the
something
street.
else?
Oh, Dana.
Oh,
I'm doing this for the caddies out there. Today is for the caddies. I wish I had a caddy outfit on. This is for you guys. Today's win is for the caddies.
You won't. You won't drink that.
You mean you're doing it for me?
No, I'm doing it for the caddies.
You won't drink that.
Yeah, I'm a caddy.
Shout out to my caddy gang out there. That literally just came off my fucking tongue.
Call it
Caddy gang.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit.
All the caddies.
And he's going for the hat trick. The third High Noon Hard Seltzer.
You can't even yug
do that when
anymore.
you
It's
say
so
that.
Sad. So sad.
You're not going to drink that. Put the camera off Dana. He's not even going to drink that. No use in having it on. Oh, wow, he is drinking. That's crazy. Nick,
All right.
is it
Nick, you
concerning
okay?
having a teammate who's so easily manipulated?
No, not at all. He's a free spirit. He does what he wants. He doesn't do what he doesn't want to do.
All right, let's kick things off here down the stream. The order is going to be Dana, Liz, Nick, and Trista. So let's start things off with the rookie, the 27-year-old from Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
What's his weight?
Dana Beers, 240
Personal
pounds,
question.
6'4", and as the chirping continues, Jeff, here's the full quote which started this beef. This is all quoted. I'm not saying this, it's a quote. Dana said, "I'm F-U-C-K-E-D up." I F-U-C-K-I-N-G love Liz, great competitor, known her for a while. F-U-C-K Trista, I want to destroy Trista and bury her 6 feet under. F-U-C-K her. Let's be honest, at the end of the day, I want her 6 feet under. IDKY, but F-U-C-K her.
I feel like the let's be honest was unnecessary. I got the point. He wanted her 6 feet under. Didn't need to reiterate it, but he threw it out there. He's either going to absolutely destroy this game or lose on the first block. I think there's no in between here for Dana whatsoever. And noted, very good. I forget what they are, but very good high school basketball.
Go ahead, Dana,
All right.
when you're ready.
12 and 10.
The rookie starting things off. The lone rookie in our entire set of matches today. 12 competitors, 11 are veterans. Not Dana B.
He just asked Nick what the strategy was here.
Why don't you come over here?
Stay out of
Just
the
a
box.
reminder to all the competitors, the first 20 polls will be a 30-second shot clock to select your block.
Liz has been a part of a lot of long matches as well, Jake.
She's coming off on the right end of the 50 burger.
Done it again.
With
Fucking
Rhea
suck it.
against
I swear.
Billy.
What can't he do?
You have to spell it out. F-U-C-K.
Print the shirt.
My balls.
Print
Yeah,
the
like
shirt.
not
Dana.
I mean,
These are high noon or
yeah, I got it. Sure, yeah.
Dana on his third high noon hard seltzer of the match, just 1 block in, only 100 calories, gluten-free and no added sugar. Real vodka base, real juice for real fans
solid
like us.
They're tight.
Now off to Nick Turani. And Nick, in terms of him being the veteran, his teammate being the rookie, he called his teammate Dana a, quote, wild stallion. He's just going to let him be free.
That's the only thing you can really do here. Dana, he
Go ahead,
marches to the beat of his own drum. Smart guy, marketing expert, basketball player. He's got basketball in the mind. He's training for some big battles on the hardwood.
October 16th. You're going down, Cole, you bald fuck.
Wow, going after Coley now. Not even here. Not even here.
An interesting move for a rookie, right?
That's why people were excited to see Dana today. That's why I was pumped for this match. And we already have almost the entire tower is hanging at the bottom already. It's not the hanging tower, but it's pretty darn close. Jake.
All right, Jeff, how about your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer over the second one?
Yeah, first of all, don't get too distracted by the high noons if you're Dana. However, already 3 in. Love high noon, but the name of the game is Jenga. Stool Stream sponsored by High Noon, not High Noon sponsored by Jenga. So he's got to focus on the actual game here. He's already shaking. He's already 3 cans deep, so that might be done. And then definitely become a distraction, making a psychological game for Dana B. Dana's a smart guy, but thinks about a lot of things at once. Get him confused. That'd be the move for Trista and Liz. And already at the top, we have issues here for Dana.
What's going on with that?
That would be the loss if that falls.
It would be indeed.
Dana
And
almost
Jeff,
a heartbreaking loss. After
speaking
block
of Dana, the
number 2.
Stoolies are not believers in Dana. He is the favorite to pull the losing block. 40% of the field took him to pull. And then his rival, Trista, 36%. A huge gap in between the other two. Liz was 16%. I believe Nick is the heaviest favorite in Jenga history. Only 8% picked Nick to pull the losing block.
That's the lowest percentage I've ever seen.
Right. 60% of America is idiots for not betting on Dana to pull this block. He is going to make this tower crumble.
PFT just called his shot as Liz completes another full slate. Liz is a sneaky good player. 3-2 right now, Jeff, and has the highlight reel of all highlights, the 50 burger last week.
It was an intense, long match. She's again been in multiple ones of those as well. Nick, one of the original Stool Streets players, was in the first one. Remember Dave said, "I've heard you're funny."
Indeed, and he just cracked over High Noon,
High Noon.
number 4.
Looks like a black cherry flavor High Noon. My personal favorite.
And if folks are wondering why it is hard to find a High Noon hard seltzer around town, Dana Beers is your answer.
He drank them all.
Or drinks them all, yeah. Both.
And he burps it.
Oh, a quick burp there. That's allowed.
It is legal.
It is legal in Stool Stream. You can burp.
And Jeff, we've seen Glennie tape his hand. We saw Casey with her sweatshirt. A High Noon hard seltzer in the other hand to ensure the two-hand violation doesn't happen. Not a bad strategy.
No, not legal.
It has to be
4th row.
Yeah.
4th row.
I'm just now noticing Dana's sweet shirt just says Zillion Beers, God Bless America on it. I love it.
High
20
Noon hard
seconds,
seltzer
Dana.
in his left.
I just started.
A block
Yeah, you got time.
in his right.
30-second
and
shot
The
clock.
bright lights already rattling
love
him
that.
a little bit.
Yeah,
as he's not happy with the shot clock.
If there's one person
If
who
there's
don't want to
15
mess with a
seconds.
spider
Grab
right
it,
now.
snag it. It's coming out. It's easy. That's a
Mr.
stable
10K.
ass tower. Look at that.
Dana's confidence low right now in Jenga.
Look at that. Suck my dick. Sorry.
Quick apology from Dana. You gotta respect the rules in the stadium.
He completes another full slate, 9 blocks deep. So now, off to Liz. Liz and ABM, again, average blocks per match, 38.4, relatively high. Nix is at 30.7, and Trista has only played in 1 match so far.
How many blocks did that one go?
It was
Dana,
right
what-
around the
what do you
middle
have
of the
planned
pack.
for the rest of the day
No, it was
today?
the last possible block.
39 blocks.
I wasn't planning on getting mangled, but that's part of the day now, I guess.
Yeah, so
Last possible
you're
block,
pretty much
one could
booked
fit.
until you go to sleep now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there's no turning back. If you turn back, you'll feel worse.
what am I gonna do? Just stop?
Work?
Shut up. You stay with your drunk partner, and
I'm not
I'll
drunk.
stay with my winner.
I'm not drunk.
He's not drunk, he's just drinking.
As the trash talk
difference.
continues,
Very
Trista, in terms of the response to Dana's interesting quotes, she just said she has nothing bad to say. She just hopes his diet starts today.
He embraced that, though. He said, I'm a fat fuck. That's what he said out of his mouth. I don't agree with that, but
I'm pretty fat.
Although Dana did tweet last week, he did downsize from a XX to an XL, so making progress.
Just tighter shirt.
Great way to lose weight, drink high noons.
How about four high noons in 10
so
blocks?
fast.
You know,
Not a bad
I've
pace
heard that
at all,
a lot.
Jeff. In fact, Dana is on pace
10
for
for
2.5 high noons per block right now.
that's high. We typically it's 1 or 0. He's smashing that record.
Usually none.
It's actually 0.4, excuse me. 0.4 blocks per high noon should be the correct way to phrase it. Trista completes another full slate, and back into the square of doom goes the man from Stonehill College.
shout out Skyhawks.
Trista, you look
Really?
very dialed in.
Not a
I
real
noticed
bird.
Thought he went to
took the
UMass.
high road
No, I'm banned from UMass.
when responding to
That
his
would
trash
explain
talk,
that.
but I can tell that
Makes sense.
there's something extra focused about you right now.
I'm serious. They won't
Yeah, I
let
mean,
me on
when
campus.
people have a lot of things to say
Got
and they're
arrested there,
chirping
fun fact.
sort of for no reason, it's because they've
There
got
it is,
Look
Nick.
at that.
insecurity with
slow
their
down, slow down. We got a block
masculinity,
coming
and
out
the only
over
way to
here.
fight that is to just continue to win.
Do you think that Dana is insecure in his
you.
masculinity?
Can
Yeah, I
like,
think it's
touch
like
this?
small peen syndrome, if you ask me.
You think, wow, you went right to the genitalia discussion. You think that he's got a tiny, like a little acorn between his legs?
Like smaller than my hand.
I'm
for
a grower,
sure.
not a shower, boys.
Okay, interesting.
Did
Can you tell
Trista
us
just
by
call
looking
out
at him?
Dana for having a
Or
small
does it-
peepee?
He did.
I think it's both. It's a combination of both.
Packaged tiny. Yeah, this match has turned in a direction that we've not had
I
yet
think you secretly love
for
Dana.
Stool Streams Jenga.
Imagining him naked, that's kind of weird.
I didn't say anything about Dana until he said something about me. I didn't even remember that he still worked here. He's been, off on the golf courses,
Making
getting checked for
content.
COVID. So
You know,
Trista meme, I guess you could say I took that personal. Michael Jordan.
Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Commenter. Let's break the ice a little bit, Jeff, here.
No.
It's an interesting match because you have 2 players, and Nick, who's played in 3, Liz has played in 5, but on the flip side, Trista's played in 1, Dana's played another, so it's a little bit of a mentor/coach versus inexperienced player on each side, so pretty even.
It is. It's a very balanced matchup. No real disadvantage for either side.
Dana with a big time getting left hanging by his
Yeah,
teammate.
he went for the high five. Nick didn't see it.
That's for a bro like Dana. That's the worst thing you can do.
It's the golden rule I just broke.
You would
Team
have rather
chemistry
got
now in
spit
trouble.
on.
I fucked up.
Indeed.
I'm rattled.
Trista trying to create a
Yeah, you need to
hanger
calm your nerves. Watch
I'm
you crap.
rattled.
6 rows deep. See our Sky Cam presented by Heine and Hard Seltzer.
Very nice pull.
She has a full slate to work with and got it out. Another look coming here at the whiff high 5.
Yeah, it was not the strongest high five put up there, but it was obvious, and Nick was turned completely in the other direction. But the recovery, because Nick is a great teammate, made sure to run over as fast as he could and complete the high 5. I think they're back in business.
Yeah, they broke down, so they got it all out. Just it took a little bit
Couple
longer than they would have
daps,
liked.
yeah.
All right, we will continue on with the rookie, Dana Beers.
I don't know, Dana, drinking game, like he's a drinking games guy, but I was surprised how few people have played Jenga in this
I
offense.
can do
We've
this one.
learned.
Oh, hell yeah. I was begging for it.
Easy pull there.
Got it out.
I might be fucking nasty.
I think so.
Could that be a trap? Could that
definitely
be a
nasty.
false
Yeah,
sense
he-
of confidence?
he
He's 60
just-
watts and he's seen nothing so far.
16 in, Dana feeling it.
on high noon number 4, and he just cracked open number 5.
5, boys.
5 high noon.
That's more than a pack.
17 blocks.
That is more than a pack officially.
I love the look on Dana's face that says, like, hey, quit blowing up my spot, that we call out that he opened another beer while we're doing a live web broadcast.
That's all.
Jeff, of course, we have the production crew doing a great job with our block counter. We might need a Dana B high noon counter as well on the screen in future broadcasts.
Honestly, respect.
PFT looks like High Noon getting their worth right now with Dana B.
We still have the time
he's
limit?
a walking billboard right now. Look at that.
Couple more blocks.
That's a guy. When you think of, like, I want to make people want to suck down my company's liquid, take one look at Dana B. That's your man.
Currently going
Oh,
with black
look at
cherry.
that pull by Nick. That was as fancy as I've ever seen. Now, he is getting booed by the crowd for eliminating the hanging tower. However, it was a rather fancy pull from him. He had a bit of a push through and then a quick yank there at the end.
Not only did he eliminate the hanging tower, but the bottom 2 rows now out of play as we have the split bice. I guess you could call this a split bice hanger.
It is. It is a
Split bice tower.
It's a hanging split bice
Yes.
tower, which is still cool. Not like very cool, but it's still cool.
Tristan, did you ever get the earbuds recovered?
They found them somewhere near a pressure washer.
They found them somewhere near a pressure
Had them in her
washer.
back pocket the whole
Were
time.
they in
They
a
had
trash
them
bag?
in there. I have no idea. I just got a text the next day
Can I
saying,
just-
"Hey, we found them next to the pressure washer."
Did
so
you,
we need a
did you
timeout?
retrieve
No,
them?
I just.
I think they're on their way. I think there's like a FedEx
Oh,
tracking number somewhere.
PFT, I think Dana has a rebuttal.
I mean, just those poor caddies. The guy on that, the look on that guy's face. That's
30
all I have
seconds to
say.
pick a block.
The poor guy. I have nightmares of that kid. That he's just the look on his face.
It's just such a Barstool thing for a guy like Dana to create controversy far past its shelf life, kind of like this whole zillion beers thing.
Wow, what a chirp!
Yikes. Yikes.
What a chirp!
That
Nobody is
is
pro
strong
caddy as
words.
Dana, PFT. We know
We
that.
have a big caddy beef going on right now.
Dana puts
put
down the
his
Heineken
beer. It
seltzer.
looks like he's probably going to use that hand to touch,
Second
touch the
hand.
block. This is going to be dangerous.
Get some leverage there with that left hand. Can't touch the block with the left hand. Only if he touches it one at a time.
Going for that west side, about midway down the tower.
What are we thinking?
I think I
10
love
seconds
that.
to pick a block. That's
You're the
Everybody relax.
$10,000
Everyone
man.
relax.
Spider clocking in Dana.
That is the
Spider
famous
just dripping over there after his
Famous-
big win this weekend.
last words of a very drunk man.
And he got it
Everyone just
out.
relax. I got this.
Can he retower?
This, I mean,
It's
again,
good.
This is a drink. Like Big Jenga is a drinking game. Dana is attacking it the way the game was intended to
I
be
know. I was thinking
played.
the same thing.
Oh, and an
Okay,
interesting
don't
move
love
towards
that.
the camera.
I don't love that.
Well, I
What?
don't know if we should replay that, but
What-
we'll
what?
move on.
No, you're good, Liz.
Dana's shaking his little
This is
pinky
good.
around.
Yeah.
Look at my baby pee-pee.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. This is.
Jeff, you
Growing up
called. You
short.
said he could get quote unquote
Yeah, I did
real.
say
It's
this
certainly
could
trending
get
in that
real.
direction.
Speaking
We're
of
bordering on real at this point.
speaking of really small tips, how much did you pay the caddies?
I've been motive enough.
I don't know where that fist has been.
The second time Dana's been blown off
We
in this
still have a
match.
time limit, Spider.
Is it above block 20?
We are 21 blocks deep.
So Nick and Liz are kind of flying under the radar here because of the antics of the other two
I can get
opponents,
this one
but they're
right.
playing a very solid game right now. Unflappable, both of them. Nick with a clean extraction, hardly ever touched the sides on that. That was a swish. That was a swish of an extraction.
They do connect
Nothing but
the
block.
hands this time. Remember that first zone, 0 to 31. 17.45% of the field. And Jeff, we started with more than 14,000 after match one. We're down to 1,114.
Really?
Record
Nah,
jackpot,
you're good.
2,500.
Yes, there is. There's a 45-second
Not
block
a
time limit.
shot.
I'll let you know.
Double.
If you're taking too long,
Casey
I'll
was
get,
the
you, I'll
lowest
get in your
mix,
ear. But
complete
other than
Gotcha.
that,
Spider's gotcha.
So that was an upset. Nick, the heaviest favorite ever.
Clean.
8%.
Clean.
I mean, if Nick pulls the losing block, we may not have anybody.
Right, which could be 3K for
We're gonna
Cornhole
talk
on
about how
Thursday, but a
easy that
long way to
was.
go before that.
Now that's paper.
Now that's paper.
Liz chiseling
Bringing
out
back
with
now
her
that's
right
paper.
middle finger, the highest you can go, row 4.
There is the Nooners count. We just saw it. 5.
Yep. 5 and counting. I believe he just finished it.
That's 1.25
Oh,
packs.
he's cracking it on his head.
A timeless classic.
Play the hits.
Liz doing a good job staying locked in. Remember, Liz is no stranger to outside
Right behind
shenanigans.
Dana,
Billy
just
and Nate
smashing the can.
did interesting things.
think of it.
That didn't phase her. Now you have Dana cracking high
And
and
she's always on a different team, too. That's
Right.
the thing.
Liz
Let's
is
always mixing up
unflappable.
with other people.
Unflappable. Should make an outstanding substitute T-shirt.
Nice.
She got that one out. Will she go east or west? She keeps it east and completes another block.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So now it's back to Nick, and Dana's reaching for it.
A new pack. Oh, no, not a fresh pack.
He won't.
Half a dozen.
He won't. He's not gonna.
There it is, number 6 for Dana Beers. 6 high noon hard seltzers, 26 blocks deep.
I think Dana just gave a thumbs up to a camera that was pointed the opposite direction.
Oh, boys. What are you going to do?
You want,
No
you
one's
want me
done.
to
No
get
one's
him?
actually
What
looked
are
up and
you
waved
gonna
to the
do?
sky cam yet.
Yes.
Pause. Step away from the tower.
Oh,
Nick's got to clean up the top.
all right.
Oh, a
Better late than never. Good job by
sloppy
Spider.
top from Nick.
Keeping things in order.
You get the blocks.
This
on.
microphone's off.
I think PFD just spilled the beans and let everyone know
Looks
that
good, looks
Mike
good.
is the mic is
So,
just a
thank
prop.
No, anytime you need it, Spider.
Never secrets.
Never.
All right, so we're getting closer and closer to that first window of blocks in question 4, 0 to 31. But remember, question 3 is at stake as well. Dana and Trista, the heavy favorites to pull the losing block, according to the 14,000 plus of you at home
You see,
combined. 75% of the field believes one of them
Pretty stiff at the.
will end it.
Oh, that's gonna fall.
This is some
think so?
psycho SHIT.
100%.
Okay.
Liz doing a good job telling.
Maybe the one
Her
below. You
teammate.
might have to.
Trista
knows
was
the
actually
game.
going.
One team
For an
member
edge.
in the circle at a time, please.
Excellent coaching by Liz.
Liz knows this game.
There it is.
Liz actually playing in a record 6th Jenga match right now. So by far the most experience in the office. 3-2 record. Trista 1-0.
Nice.
It's getting tight down there.
Yeah, no, it's.
All right, back to Mr. Half a Dozen, Dana Beers.
Big 60.
What are you thinking?
Beertolo Cologne.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Is it kind of weird that
No
Dana's a
need.
girl?
Yeah,
team?
absolutely. I love that.
Got that one on the west side with very little issue.
Wait.
Oh, and
Oh, another very graphic
inappropriate
celebration.
He did that to his teammate.
Right to my face.
Very generous lover he is.
Directly
Ground
down
and
my
pound.
chin.
I think when Trista was talking about none of the guys at Barstool being able to give head, she was explicitly referring to Dana.
No, I'm good at eating box.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm gonna throw
Well,
up.
when you put it
I'm gonna
that
be
way.
sick.
It's one
I'm
of
gonna
my,
be
my only
sick.
things I'm good
speaking
at.
of box, Dana completes his move and steps out of the square of doom. Mr. Commenter,
Who's
struggling.
that,
I'm
Hank?
just thinking about Dana eating box.
Nice.
I gotta go. I can't stay in here. I gotta get out of this room.
Thank you.
You're
for-
wearing
for everything.
my audio.
Yeah, PFT, I think, may. Unfortunately, Dana has ruined it for PFT.
You gotta get
This
up,
is
get up
serious.
there.
We hope he's
The tongue will
okay.
flap him.
We do hope PFT's okay. Calling in for a backup here.
Oh, Donnie does.
Like Donnie.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Wonton Don
PFT's out.
stepping in.
Yeah,
Oh.
PFT is
PFT,
out.
get well soon.
Dana
I have
grossed
Dibbo
PFT
now.
out so much he has
Pano.
quit the broadcast.
Wow.
He has quit the broadcast.
We'll actually see the Wonton Don in our finale next match. But right now he's going to fill in for the remainder of
Yes,
this
Nick.
middle match.
Yes.
And all
Nick,
of that.
what an aggressive
my.
move.
This is very aggressive. All of that happened while Liz was in the square of doom again, showing her
don't know about
toughness
this, Dana.
inside the square.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Her Nick
Just found out this is
rolled
just a
through
prop.
this.
I don't know about
Great
this.
pull by- Oh, he's not confident.
Don't.
Doesn't believe.
Turn
30
around.
blocks
Don't look.
deep.
No, just you got this.
Now Dana's coaching. I don't know about you, Jeff, but I feel like Nick may have juiced that one up a little.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of an exaggeration there. That seems a lot easier than it really was. That's like the old move where you push something when you're trying to make it look like it's hard to pull.
Nah,
Yeah.
I thought that was coming down for sure.
What?
good,
I'm
you're
okay.
good.
All right, back to
Brave,
Trista,
Trista.
the 34-year-old from Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Could she eliminate the 0 to 31 range right
We
here?
were going to replay right there.
Shifting it over.
And she racks it.
And got it.
Move, boys.
She's a
32
wobbly.
deep.
Yeah, this gal is a wobbly.
Back to Dana Beers. 6 high noon hard seltzers in. And he is guzzling down numero 6. Tosses it.
Oh.
And he wants number
On
7.
the floor.
He wants 7. I don't see a readily
He
available.
may
There's got to
have-
be one around here.
Oh,
Every can's empty.
And I got called an alcoholic when I wasn't even drinking. Keep that in mind.
Oh, I almost just fucking grabbed him.
He almost not. There it is.
There's
Oh,
Spider.
Oh,
Wait.
Spider. Coming through in the clutch.
I don't know, Nick.
That's okay. You do know.
You don't have to commit to that one. Keep on exploring.
Not
Going for
confident, but that one
food here.
seemed to move really easy.
I learned
I'm
recently
surprised
there
he
is
went
a,
back on that one.
There is an omelet in NYC called the $1 Zillion Frittata, and it costs $1,000. That is a
That's
real
where it all
dish
goes
served
down.
in New York.
You got to get that.
Yeah? You could probably expense that, Dana.
There's the move again. Not as much of a reaction from Nick. Kind of like,
What's your
okay, just
phone
now
away,
tower
please?
the block.
Trista has just been told to put her phone away.
Promote it.
She probably should have done that at the golf course as well. Put her phone away.
And the
But
chirping continues.
Who am I to judge?
Trista did break a
Clean
rule. You
it,
can't
clean
have
it up on
phones
top,
while you're in the
please,
middle of
Dana.
your
We're
match.
going to need a clean up there.
Spider doing a good job ensuring all players playing fairly.
Could you imagine if it
Looks
wasn't on
good,
camera
Controller.
and these poor guys are just cleaning up trash for? Makes me sick.
So now back to Liz as Trista crosses her arms and looks on at her teammate.
She is pissed. What were you doing on your phone?
I was taking some photos to promote the Stool streams.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Spider made the call, though.
Maybe you were texting a random stoolie being like, hey, I'm going to knock it over next block.
Not funny to
Oh,
joke
that's-
about,
we
John.
don't
That
talk
is
We
about
don't
not-
do that, John.
That's
Not
not-
John.
That's fucked up.
Not a good joke,
Not
John.
a joke. A lot of money.
Everyone
Well,
here,
the thing is, you can't win just by getting one
Playing
guess
fair.
right.
everyone here playing.
All right, another
Fairly.
case as Liz completes another turn unfazed. Outside
could
the
be
square
me.
of doom, another case of High Noon Hard Seltzer has emerged. And Dana
We're
B
gonna go for that. Ooh, it's
cracks
tight.
open number 7.
It's tight.
Relax.
Another
What? What are you doing?
Seven.
So let's go for a cool 12, Dana.
black cherry. It seems to be his go-to.
Nick, not exactly he's found an easy finger punch
Nick,
here.
let's-
All right, now just go
Let's
for
just-
Ooh.
Oh, the
Get
reverse,
cocky.
Oh,
Oh,
backwards
cocky.
pull.
the reverse Johnny
Yes.
from Nick.
Damn, we're running out of blocks.
I
Favorite
know.
move, Jeff.
What about that one on the?
The reverse Johnny.
Very hesitant up there.
Going for that west side.
Drops it
drops
in.
it
the
in.
drop. Now,
Perfect placement.
You got some balls.
Thank you.
Before Stool Streams went live, Nick had a match that you can watch on YouTube where the tower fell when he dropped it too hard on top of the tower.
What do you think?
Clearly not rattled, though, by that whatsoever. He's played too many of
I think
these.
it's-
And look at that. The production truck putting magic together quickly. The Juniors count is at 7 and counting.
Watch this.
As good as it
Wait.
gets.
Just fucking got in her head so bad.
All right, we have Dana playing mind games.
Trista trying to
Easy
take
Does
it
she
out.
look like Donnie? Does she look psyched out?
She looks
Might be too
composed.
high.
She looks composed. It's not working yet.
Careful.
I know.
Trying to create that full slate. This would knock out the 32 to 35 range. And she does just that.
Nice.
Sorry to the 29% of you. More than 4,000 who took that.
I do not love
On to block
that.
36, our most popular.
We're about to start running out of options.
Yeah, we are.
And there is, right now,
There's really not a lot of options here.
only one
Just feel it up.
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
There's
First
only
it
one
is.
move. There is only one move that Dana can make. It's that block or nothing else.
That's
Or
the
the
only thing you can
tablecloth.
do.
He could do the tablecloth move.
What's that?
That's
Tablecloth
the, that's
is-
the only
Quick,
only
it's
pros
aggressive.
can pull that off.
But remember,
That's
Actually,
the only
the
thing you
quick
can do.
pull where you have the tower drop down on
a
itself.
successful
Don't
move
believe the
here would
tablecloth
unleash
has
a new
worked
fourth
yet.
row. So
Correct.
if we get past this
honestly
hurdle,
quite
we could
gentle.
buckle in.
You know what, Dana? I think you got this one.
I don't know.
Yep. Sip and pull. Sip and pull. But also look at the
Wow.
tower. That might help you. Sip and pull. All right.
I mean,
Let's get a placement.
That's pretty sick.
This is a massive.
Okay, his height is really coming in handy here.
The moves
Tristan
become
would have
even more
struggled
limited.
with that block
37
placement.
deep, and now it's back to Liz. Chiseling out
Liz
the
with
Titleman's
her,
press that are
notoriously
fourth
long
row.
fingers.
Something on that
Watch
third
this
row,
block.
continuing to move.
Watch this block.
Mommy long digits over here. She's got some long fingers. Long digits, yeah. They've
This is
Can
I think,
you?
massive.
I think Liz might be one of the best Jenga players in the
You're
office.
in my
Third
space.
row block.
Oh, no, my God,
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
What happened?
Okay.
This
I
is
bumped
this
the
is
table.
Hold 1 second, folks. This is the biggest pull of the match right here.
The strategy by Liz continues to be locked in.
If successful, this is the biggest moment of the match.
Nice.
And
Yes.
She got it, and I think Nick Turani knows what's at
Nick
stake,
knows
Jeff.
what just happened. There are no more moves on this tower except for a tablecloth type move, meaning he will have to yank a block out. We also saw Casey chisel a block to the middle and then try to pull out another block, but that did not work. So the tablecloth may be the only move here, which means it's a quick pull of a block that has the tower above it drop down and land without falling.
Or
We've seen
remember,
it back-to-back
we've
games.
seen Billy do his Psycho SHIT, which can move a split bice. Casey
Have you
attempted
seen it work?
It was
We're fucked,
almost
though.
there.
Yeah.
We've never seen a full tablecloth before.
Oh.
Can Nick do it?
That
Jenga!
was
38 deep.
It was
Not
Liz
bad.
and Trista take it.
8%.
Unbelievable that 2 games in a row,
Good game.
we hit kind of the same area. What was the last total blocks?
36.
36, same area where the tower was abs, and Nick
Yeah.
actually got snubbed.
Whoa.
Dana got the handshake,
Tristan
Nick
Liz.
did not. That was
What a-
unexpected.
What is that about?
But that was the first time we've seen back-to-back games hit its basically limit. Math wins again. There was no other move for Nick and Dana to make a well-played game, but that's just the way Jenga sometimes shakes out.
All right, let's send it down the stream. In the winner's circle, Donnie is with Liz and Tristan.
Dana was talking a lot of shit about you pre-match. Do you think now he might have a little more respect for you that you've beat him in Jenga?
Not at all. No chance. Next question.
You two have won every time that you've played together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true, yes.
That is true.
Does any of that chemistry extend into the rest of the office?
Just a casual female force, you know.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Just a couple of winners.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can keep the streak alive. Now let's go talk to the losers.
Thanks, Phil.
Nick, when I played you, you were calling me an alcoholic because my hand was shaking a bit. I noticed your partner today drank 7 to 8 high noons over the course of one Jenga match. I don't know. I didn't hear you calling him an alcoholic. What's up with that?
It's an all-time bit. It's just a bit. He's
Oh.
a bit guy.
Okay. Well, my shaky hands are also a bit. And Dana, this was your first time playing Jenga, right?
Yeah, and we just have to remember the important thing at the end of the day. It's it's not about who wins or loses. It's about if you're a caddy out there and you're getting paid fucking peanuts and you have to go into the trash cans. You just got to remember at the end of the day, brighter horizons are ahead.
Now, will you be cleaning up your own cans, or will
Yes.
you be making the interns do that?
I don't want Hank to yell at me. I will be cleaning them up.
Okay. Wow. He's a man. He takes care. He cleans up his own mess.
Shout out to the caddy gang.
Thank you so much, Donnie, Dana, and Nick. Some sort of introduction to the Triple S for Dana Beers.
Yeah, again, that was as close to real as we've gotten in quite a while. The heated trash talk. It was intense. It was ugly for a little while. The most high noons we've seen consumed in one match. Liz, the veteran, grabs the win there. Nick put in a very difficult position with the basically team mathematically eliminated. And we move on from what was a very thrilling second match to this next match with the crowd favorite, the fan favorite team of Big Ev and Glenny.
But Jeff, first, our close shave of the match presented by Phillips Norelco. It's going to be the attempted tablecloth move from Nick Turani.
Look, no bias here. I was rooting for it to maybe not work, but at least come close to working. But the block he picked, Jake, was as glued in as any block. It basically catapulted the rest of the tower. It didn't move an inch. That is the close shave of the match. It's tough. Jenga is a brutal, I think it's a crueler game than golf. That's what people have been saying lately.
All right, so now it is time for our grand finale. But, Jeff, we've hinted at the stat ABM all day long, average blocks per match.
Yep.
There is a wide range of ABMs, some very high, some very low. Let's take a deeper look at the biggest and smallest ABMs in the match. And you see Glenny Balls and Big Ev, two of the highest. They're in action right now.
Yeah, Glenny involved in a ton of very close battles. Same with Billy. That one makes sense. But it's been Glenny and Ev, and they've been split up a little bit as well. But whenever they're on the Jenga turf here, the turf of Stool Streams, the games seem to go along. And then Vibs and Chef make me laugh because their games are so quick.
It's interesting because Vibs will be playing in this match too. So you got to figure the longer the match goes, the more it favors the unit squad.
His third
Big
team
Ev.
as well. He's been with Chef and with Donnie,
Big Ev and Glenny Balls. So Glenny number 1 at 42.7. Big Ev right there in the 3 spot. And then Vibs an average ABM of just 26.0. So that'll be interesting.
No 40s yet today, though.
No, not yet. We got 36 and 38 by Casey and Nick, respectively. But now let's dive into our third and final match. $2,500 on the line. It is Glenny and Big Ev against the Wonton, Don, and Vibs. Glenny and Big Ev back at it for the third time together.
They are, and despite that record thrown out the window, these are the fan favorites. Everyone loves them. May or may not be because that first match was electric from Glenny touching the block with 2 hands. However, is he off the hook? Remember when Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble, was in not top 10 for months and months? Glenny's still probably number 1 still, but Casey had her hand tied with her shirt around her waist and still managed to touch the block with 2 hands earlier. So Glenny does have company now. But everyone's, look at this. They're essentially matching. You wish Glenny had khaki shorts on. He doesn't. But the shirts are matching. He seems upset that he didn't have it either.
It's my first time ever wearing a Hawaiian shirt without khaki.
That is true. I've never seen Glenny not wear a Hawaiian shirt without khakis.
Today. These are my travel shorts.
Unbelievable. His travel shorts. As Donnie walks in with a bag of food. Nick, our sideline guy now. Jake, I'm pumped. This is a great way to end it and potentially give out some money.
All right, so the order for this third and final match, it's going to be Donnie, Big Ev, Vibs, and we'll end the order with Glenny Balls. Jeff, there are only 11 players left.
Unreal.
For the progressive jackpot.
But again,
if none of them win, $3K on Thursday.
Not shocked. Nick was the biggest underdog of all time, or the biggest favorite of all time to not pull a losing block. He did. I hate to bury that in him even further because he is now on the mic team with us. He just looks dejected.
All right, so away we go. It's going to start things off with the Wonton Don, the 33-year-old from Rangoon Rapping Tech University. He'll begin things inside the Square of Doom.
I don't know, we were starting already. I thought we were starting.
It was abrupt.
Yeah.
Yep, so you guys will have 30 seconds for the first 20 blocks to select your block.
Placement is very important at first.
Donnie, they say the first block is the most important.
Yeah, because then, like, if you don't have a strong foundation, it's going to get extremely shaky a couple rounds down the line.
Is this mic working?
By the way, I'm going no tape today.
Glenny hinting that he is freehanding it. We'll see if that makes an impact. You got to go back to our YouTube page. It was a 45-block extravaganza. It set a record back then. It's not the record anymore, but Glenny taped his hand about a month ago, and he still used 2 hands. It's just you just got to see it to believe it.
See, Donnie has a carton of fruit in his hand. Berries, it seems. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries.
Yep, turning back on right now.
Spider doing
blackberries.
All he can to ensure we don't have any technical
Say
difficulties.
The first pool sets the tone of the match. How do you feel after that first pool?
This feels odd, man. This feels quiet. It's very
quiet.
quiet. It's more
Make your
quiet
turn,
than
we'll
used
fix
to.
it after. Come on.
I think we need the vibes to pick up a
You
little
could
bit
cut the
more.
tension with a knife in here.
Exactly. I feel like I'm at a tennis match.
Do you feel the tension? Is it palpable?
You just had a lot going on right there.
It is flat.
Very flat.
It
I
is
feel
flat.
like I'm at like an amateur golf open.
Yeah, it does feel
Like
much
first
like that.
round, though.
Yeah, like Thursday morning.
Yeah, not much going on.
Like I don't know much golf, but I know like Tiger Woods. But
Big Ev is going to bring the energy up with this pool.
Good, thank you, King.
Big Ev goes with the west side. No issues so far, 6 blocks deep.
Nick, I know you've been to plenty amateur tournaments on a Thursday, so you can relate there.
You know, it's the third game where the fatigue really starts to set in. The waiting is oftentimes the hardest part. Vibs here, hand behind the back, a formal pool.
So Vibs, this just in from the Play Barstool app, Jeff. Glenny Balls actually the favorite to pull the losing block. 39% of the field think Glenny will end this match.
You fuckers, man.
Donnie with 25%, and then Big Ev and Vibs, 18% each.
A raspberry?
I'm good, thanks, King.
He does say he's
Nope,
not
I'm good.
intimidated at all by
What?
Vibs and Donnie.
And an interesting move here.
He's going to eat a raspberry.
Little
I'll take
backstory
one.
here.
Oh,
Donnie
right.
did tell me
But he's
in
gotta
our
watch.
pregame production meeting
I'm not eating a raspberry.
that Glenny will
Eat
lose
a
in
fucking
Jenga because
raspberry.
no man who has
Don't you
never
dare eat
eaten
that.
a raspberry
Don't eat a
has the
raspberry.
After I
stones
beat your
to
ass,
beat
I'll
me
eat
in
a fucking
Jenga.
raspberry.
No.
After I beat you,
He's terrified of raspberries.
I'm not terrified of raspberries. Just never had a
This
raspberry.
is how
Okay.
we're
Don't,
gonna win.
Glenn, this is not the time.
I will say it does look nice.
This is not the
I'm
time
looking
for
for
raspberry eating.
Eat the raspberry.
Glenny,
No.
do you have anything to say to the raspberry?
Stop. I'm not eating the raspberry. I'll eat it later. Right now, I'm
He's
not.
eating the fucking raspberry.
Yeah.
Listen, Nick, we're in a Jenga game right now. I'm trying to prepare for this. I'm not trying to have food
I think
I've
it
never
is-
had right now in the middle of
Who
this.
eat the raspberry
You
later?
just went.
I just
After the
went.
game, I
I
will
think
eat
I
the
just went,
raspberry.
right?
I think
Did I
it's
just go?
Glenn's turn.
Oh, I'm up. I was just getting
It's
attacked by
interesting
raspberries.
here, Jeff, because the players
Donnie, do you have any
don't seem locked
raspberries
in.
I could have?
They don't. They do not seem locked in and
All
ready
right,
to
open
go.
wide, Glenny.
Which might make people at home more nervous.
Oh, and Donnie throws a raspberry at Glenny.
That's a
Come on.
warning.
Yeah,
That's a
he is gonna
warning.
get a
Let's have some
warning.
integrity.
That's gotta be
All right,
something.
that's
He's
not
gonna
a
get
rule.
warning.
We're
Glenny
mid-turn,
not
throwing
has
raspberries.
Warning issued.
It's crazy.
If that's not something, that's gotta be something.
Next time it'll be a violation. Warning by Spider.
Can't throw something at a guy.
We're going to
Do
get
you
another
regret that
look at
display
this
of
one
sportsmanship?
soon.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, Donnie, look, I like the tactic of trying to get him to eat the raspberry, but throwing it is crossing the line. He went right for the mouth.
He was
Glenny
razzled.
Justice served, a violation, or to be a warning goes down to Donnie, so
Right.
he needs to be careful now.
I
Not
would.
allowed
I
to
mean,
throw
if
it.
anyone wants to throw raspberries at me, feel free.
I think you're up.
All right, let's go.
All right, back to the top of the order. The Wonton Don.
You know what? I'm gonna
Donnie, you
go
want me to
low.
throw a raspberry at you?
Jeff, why didn't you try to stop him?
I didn't. He was too quick.
Donnie
I
paired
have-
with Vibs for the first time in Jenga. However, they do have some history together. Donnie mentioned something about a mole video, which is one of the biggest viewed videos at
Yeah,
Barstool.
yeah, the mole people of Las Vegas, they went out there and took a peek. Great team here. Again, I
Another
don't
look
know
at this raspberry.
if that was a team tactic, yeah, but this is the raspberry throw from, and right in the cheek of Glenny. Look at the reaction from Balls.
He was pissed.
Stunned.
He was pissed.
Like he took a punch from a heavyweight as the raspberry
let's
hits
work.
his cheek. If Donnie, and he's not allowed to do that. If he does that, it's a violation. If it had gone in, though, would have been pretty fun.
Right.
I'll
Are
give
you
Donnie
sore
that.
from that throw?
Dude, that hurt. I would have been. It would have been nice to like maybe be aware, and then it would have been pretty pimp if I did catch it.
It would have been very
That
pimp
would
if
have
you
been
would have
pimp
caught
as
it.
shit.
Vibs, no issues on the penultimate row from the top.
I gotta like focus right now. I'm not like my
Glenny
mind's
not
not
locked
in the
in.
Jenga
Hey,
game.
Glenny, I also brought some beef jerky.
Dude, get out of my face.
Oh,
with
he
this.
Never
brought-
tried beef jerky either.
He went out and bought a bunch of things Glenny hates.
No, it's just things that
Or he hasn't tried.
Has never tried. So I'm just trying to open his horizons. I think he would love beef jerky.
I think I would too.
It goes
I
great
think
with
most people will
raspberry.
probably say that they're shocked they never had beef jerky.
I know.
And that
What's
sounds
that?
like a delight. Honey and cayenne. That
Great
sounds
road
great.
trip snack.
I'm gonna try one right now.
Hold him.
What's the texture of beef jerky?
Who's up right now? Is it my turn?
I think you're
I
up.
believe so,
All
yeah.
right.
Donnie not
I'm gonna
focused
pull a block
whatsoever.
while eating beef jerky.
You do
More
need your energy.
focused on trying to troll Glenny Balls than seems to be.
Yeah, I didn't think Donnie was a
attacking
troll
the
guy.
tower.
It was shocking.
Oh, who's cool? Oh wow.
Takes it out. Wow. Chowing the jerky.
The jerky boy.
And he got it to go. So now back to Big Ev, the 25-year-old, 5'11 and a half, 270-pounder from Goshen, New York. 1 and 2 overall.
The gauche.
His lone
Elite Hawaiian shirt.
G-Town.
win with
I was
Glenny
about to
Balls
say, it's a
back on
fantastic
September
shirt.
2nd.
Great Hawaiian
Thanks,
shirt.
Glenn.
he's got on.
I love
Glenn's
the
great as
material.
well.
Right?
Yep.
J.C. Penney's big and tall.
What's the other flag on here?
You know what? I don't know.
That's a really nice material. Ooh. I'm gonna have to investigate.
Nice.
Easy pull for Jeff Ibbert there.
Vibs has committed violations in the past. However, Vibs a sneaky 3-1 record right now, Jeff. And a win today, he'd be tied for the office lead.
Yeah, he's been on teams with some pretty interesting early violations. Obviously part of that infamous match against Trent and Rio, where $20 Chef pulled a violation on the first block of the game.
This thing's low-key kind of wobbling right now.
And Glenny noting that the tower is already a bit shaky. But this is kind of that zone where the tower early on, I mention it every day, between 18 and 28, the tower always seems to shake a little bit.
What happened?
What are we at right now, Jeffrey?
Yep.
It's a great tuck of the hand, Donnie.
17 total blocks.
Yeah.
Or what?
Seems to be a review.
I'm clutching my taint right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough though.
That boosts your adrenaline, actually, if you clutch your taint.
This isn't gonna fit. Okay. Good.
Glenny, we're going to skip your next turn. We did go out of order to resolve the issue. We're skipping your next turn to get things back on pace.
So it'd be me?
Spider.
Wait.
So whose turn is it now?
It's going to be, who's after Glenn?
Donnie's after me, I believe.
I just
18
went.
blocks
Donnie
in.
just
It should
went.
be Vibbs' turn.
So we'll be
We're at
Vibbs.
18.
All right.
Is that right, Booth?
Well, Donnie, Ev, Vibbs, me. That's the order.
Confusion everywhere. How are you staying cool?
Just, I got my guy Glenn here. Just hold down the fort.
Chilling, relaxing.
With nice shirts on. As long
You-
as I'm
you
with
do.
Glenn, I feel good.
You do.
This is probably our best Hawaiian shirt day we've had.
Yeah, I think so too.
Was this planned?
We usually
You know,
like
to
to wear
actually,
one together.
the camaraderie is so strong now. This was unspoken.
You're next, Glenn.
I thought you said we're skipping my turn.
Incredible. Incredible.
I'm getting conflicting reports. Let's wait for confirmation. Glenn is indeed next. Is that right?
Jake has the chart. He'll check that.
Got it.
Yep.
Lenny 19.
Am I good to go?
We are making the check
Yes.
right now.
All right.
Yep, you're good to go.
Check from the booth, the confirming Glenny. Just have to be sure.
This thing's
The
wobbling, man.
base is wobbly.
Nick, I don't know if you can notice down there, but Glenny has a bit of a pep in his step. Massive weekend for overs in college football in the NFL. That's his vibe.
That's right.
He loves that.
That's right. And you'd think that the raspberry toss would bring him down, but it seems to have only elevated him.
This was over weekend, too. Great
Did
point.
order a cheesesteak last
7-0-1
night from
at
a
1
tourist
o'clock
trap
in the
location in
NFL.
Philadelphia.
Every game
Back to the
went
top
over.
of the order now with the Wonton.
How was the tourist trap cheesesteak?
Yeah, everybody yelled at me about getting Pat's cheesesteaks last night at 10:45 p.m. I got it delivered to my hotel room, and I enjoyed it. But I know it's not the best. I've had other ones. I like Steve's Prince of Steaks.
Okay.
I like John's Roast Pork. I think that's fantastic. But they weren't open at 10:45 on a Sunday night, so Pat's was. So Pat's was the move.
And you did enjoy it.
I mean, I've had better cheesesteaks. I would have liked to have a John's Roast Pork cheesesteak, but
Sure.
they're not open. at
Sounds
that
like
time.
Nick, he didn't fully enjoy it.
It sounds like he didn't like it at all, Jeff.
Yeah.
Back
You know,
to you.
I did
Thank
go to
you.
a Wawa this morning, and that was a delight.
I'm a Sheets man.
Great insight there by Nick.
All right, back to Big Ev now, 21 blocks deep.
So the shot clock is now
Cheesesteaks
off.
aren't better
Big
than
Ev
steak and
searching
cheese
for that
subs,
500
I
record.
think.
As is his partner,
I think
Glenny
they're
Balls.
just
They're
as
both 1 and 2. And again, can't understate it enough. The longer the match, the more it favors Big Ev and Glenny Balls, at least on paper, because two of the top 3 ABMs in the office, Glenny the highest at 42.7, Big Ev at 40.3. On the flip side, Vibbs is in the bottom third. He's got an ABM of just 26 flat.
Yeah, they are used to these matches that go greater lengths.
Oh, Vibbs, can you open this for me?
And it's interesting.
Bibbs, can you explain to me what you're doing? Are you now?
This is legal, correct?
Okay. This
Yep.
is fair.
Mm-hmm. You know, fruit is kind of like the candy of the natural world.
Raspberries are, I would say, one of the tastiest fruits. At least the tastiest berry.
Blueberries are the best brain food you can eat.
I feel the antioxidants pumping through my brain.
Are you fuckers rough?
Hey, Glenny, fun fact, blue raspberries don't actually exist. It's just a flavor of Jolly Rancher.
I don't eat Jolly Ranchers, so I didn't know that was even a thing.
Let's go. Let's work. Get in the booth.
I think
A lot
Vibbs
of
is right now.
extracurricular activities going out outside the square
The-
of doom in this
the-
match.
the
There
berry
are.
stuff
There
is
are a
throwing
lot
me
of
out.
extracurriculars
All right.
today.
Yeah, you guys are
No
not
more
focused.
berry
You're
talk.
eating berries.
Nobody really focused, so we'll see if that will shorten the
Oh,
match or
soft.
potentially extend it.
You didn't touch
And
it,
Vibbs, here's the booze from everybody watching
Ev.
at home. The Hanging Tower out of
Yeah,
play.
Hanging Tower is gone. Ev hates it.
You
Ev
know,
would
me and
never.
Glenn are hanging tower guys. We may have been the only ones that have done it. Are
And
we the first, maybe?
You did say something under your breath as Vibbs was pulling it. What was that?
Soft. Just need the hanging tower. The people back home, they want the hanging
We
tower.
saw it last match. Big Cat will do, but other than those two, it's usually just Ev and Glenny. So people
Fuck
are
you.
booing. They're not
Big
happy.
fan of the hanging tower.
People already love Glenny and Ev as it is. Glenny having a little bit of a struggle here.
This is
Three
fucked.
tower.
Indeed.
Yo,
You
he
got
said
it,
it's
Glenn.
fucked, actually.
This has
That
been fucked
never
since
goes
jump
on.
shoes.
If I pull the losing block, I am chucking those berries directly in your face.
That a boy, Glenn.
That was a good. That was a good move, maybe. No way around it.
Good
No
drive.
way
Down
around
the
it.
middle, and now
Sore
back to
loser.
the top for the Wonton Don. 24 blocks in. This is Donnie's third match, third different partner. So the versatility, certainly A+ for him. He's played with Big Cat, he's played with Chef Donnie, and now with Vips.
Have
So all
never
over the
pulled
place.
the losing block.
Good block.
Never pulling the losing block is such a thing of pride for people. And I get it. You don't want to be the one who loses the match. It's embarrassing. It's not fun.
I've pulled the losing
25
block.
blocks
I've been
in,
down
back
back.
to Big
Yeah?
Ed.
My bad.
What's it like?
Stare the devil right
Do
in
you
the
feel
eyes.
like
Yeah.
shit the rest of the day?
Yeah,
or
you do. It
is
really
just-
does feel
Oh,
bad.
really?
Because you just know you let a whole bunch of people down.
It
Big
lingers?
Ev is treating
Fuck.
this as a revenge match against Vibs. He did lose to them a couple of weeks back.
All right.
30 seconds to pick a block, Ev.
Goes for that
Looks like that
eastern
might be it
block,
there.
5 rows deep. And he got it out.
She's wobbly already.
Back
She's
to
been wobbling
Vibs
for a
now.
while.
Vibs, the former D1 athlete at IUPUI, stands at 6 foot flat, 105 pounds.
Okay, pull it out slowly.
Give it 105 pounds.
Give a little resistance.
You see
Watch
making
the
fun of
drop.
Being
when you pull it
6'5",
out.
105.
No, not making fun of it. I said, are you really only 105 pounds?
No, I'm not 6.
I was going to say that.
six-
That would
How,
be
how tall am I?
That would be crazy.
6 foot flat,
Oh, 6 flat.
105.
That's accurate.
Kiss
though.
him.
Completes another full slate. Is it good enough for Spider?
Kiss
Nope,
who?
Kiss it.
not quite. See our Sky Cam
Spider's
presented
asking me to
by
kiss
High
him?
Noon Hard
Yeah,
Seltzer.
No, Glenny Balls, walk away.
Oh. Spider ensuring the
Where
turn
you
is
want me
not
to-
complete.
I don't have an aerial
Till
view.
the
I'm
other
just being
player
told in
steps
the
in.
booth
I
that
see,
they're
I see.
disconnected.
All right, your turn is not over till you're out of the square.
Great
Okay.
job by Spider there
Yep.
to make sure everything was in order. That is why he's as good as he is.
Ooh, Glenny's frazzled.
Shut up.
Shit. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
All that berry time got me frazzled. I can only
Yeah.
imagine what it did to him.
Oh,
Who's here?
oh.
The bad boy of Barstool just came
Rocker.
storming in.
This thing is wobbly.
Oh,
What are you doing here?
it's my goddamn jacket. You took my goddamn jacket.
I did take his goddamn jacket.
By God, it's Brandon
cold,
Walker's
man.
music.
It's cold in here.
It is cold.
No, I'm okay.
What a,
Thank you.
this,
Good,
is
dude. I'll be in there.
this is an embarrassing moment for Nick to get his jacket swiped from him as Brandon exits. Great win by Mississippi State this weekend, and he flips everyone off and goes out.
On top of the world.
Yeah, he is feeling it. A smug look, as Big Cat has said now. You know, that's the vibe you get from Brandon.
27 blocks deep. Back to the square of doom we go. It's Glenny Balls trying to get back to 500.
Nick, can you get a close look at Glenny's legs? Does he have the Jimmy legs? Is he shaking?
I think my legs are all right.
Jeff, I don't know. They seem pretty
All
still.
you fuckers are looking at my
They
tree
seem
trunks.
pretty
Leave me
strong
alone.
and stagnant. Hold on, Glenny.
Tan legs.
Oh my God, this thing is
Not moving at all.
rocking.
Not moving at all. He's not nervous
Fuck.
anymore. He is a stone cold, hard, grizzled competitor.
This thing is rocking way more
It's
than
his
I thought
hand
it
Yeah,
was.
his
ass.
hand literally in his
No, no,
palm.
no. Yeah, you sure you want to go for that one? Is there?
No.
Just keep it. Yeah, just keep it.
Honestly, if Donnie ends up using 2 hands, it would be a loss for everybody.
Yeah, it's really
This-
leaning.
That was.
Excuse me, Jake. Wow.
I've never dealt with a fucking.
Down the wrong pipe there. This would be a stunning quick match, though. Would it be? Because if Viv's involved, it's usually below 30.
Right. He has the ABM of 26 even. Meanwhile,
This isn't,
mentioning
like,
it
where's
before,
the
Big
weakest
Ev and Glenny, their
link
ABMs both
here?
above 40.
I think you might want to
Strange
go.
tower, Jake.
maybe on
Very
this.
strange tower.
1, 2, 3. The 5th row up there,
Donnie
maybe.
Where's our
Going
shot
low.
clock? Where's our
There?
shot clock?
Lenny looking for a shot clock.
I mean,
Getting
this
that one, yeah.
is the easiest, but it's
Trust the
fucking.
ref, Glenn.
Huh?
Yep. Listen to your heart. Don.
Down the middle.
Good find. Good find.
That was a good pull there by Donnie, but this tower is still moving. Not safe
Oh,
yet.
it stabilizes. And it's out.
Put it on.
This
yeah.
thing is
Huge
Put it on
bullet
this-
dodge.
This
The
side,
side
yeah,
he
because it's leaning
towers
that
on
way.
is very pivotal here. Seems to be in the opposite direction, so placing the block here is the right move. But he didn't do a clean. He did not do a clean place.
Did not. Still has work
Not
to
a
do.
clean place.
Still work to do. Listen those together
I mean,
on our
that's
Sky
odd.
Cam. Presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Do I have to make these kiss though? Because I put mine on right.
You're good. You're good.
Very good.
It's a little shakier than I'm used to.
That was they're calling that a dirty
We'll see
placement.
here. It was an
I don't
interesting
think they're talking about your
tower
hand
by Glenny, but now it's his partner, Big Ev, who's got to deal
Would
with
you
the
like to
issues
smell my
up
finger?
top.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
this may end up being a Glenny Balls mistake here, but Ev has to focus
What?
on the pole
What the
first.
fuck did I do?
Terrible tower at the top by Glenny is going to require Ev to have a little extra work when he towers his.
What did I do?
Remember, only 18% took Big Ev to pull the losing block.
Oh yeah.
Now 4 rows deep. The highest you can go.
Seems like you're getting a lot of baseless hate.
Yeah, I don't know what Jeffy Love's talking about. I'm simply playing the game of Jenga, and I don't know really at all how my actions inflicted 2 turns ahead of me.
I don't think it's fair.
Not at all.
Glenny going counterclockwise. Excuse me, Big Ev going counterclockwise. He's got plenty of work to do.
Make him kiss.
Look at that. Doesn't even need the word. He does it himself. He's a great sport.
That looks good.
And it works out.
Come on.
Oh boy, great retower by Ev, but he's gonna be told to
block.
fix
It's a
it.
block.
But I mean, that's not my block.
That's not even.
Big
That's
gap.
not
That's not my
That's
fault.
Glenny's block. Your teammate's block in the middle. We got to make
Shaking
him
a bunch.
kiss.
There it is. It
Yep.
comes down to
Definitely-
Glenny, and now Glenny knows. He was curious what the problem was.
That's not my fuck.
You can feel it out though. I would feel that one.
The
out.
middle
It's
block was
definitely
too far
something
over to the right from where
Fake
I'm
news.
standing.
Because it may be a little more
Yeah.
stable now.
Gotta make them kiss.
Still work to do.
What about if
29
Ev
deep.
and Glenny agree to kiss, then he doesn't have to make the kiss.
This is crazy. These
This
blocks are fucking
solely
fine.
falls on the lap of Glenny Balls right here.
Because
Yep.
it's
These are
it's leaning
so far.
hard that way.
Glenny's saying it's so
This is
fine.
a
Well,
fucking
there's
witch
a
hunt.
clear
Yet to
gap.
walk to the proper
This is
side.
a witch hunt.
Yes.
This the proper side where you can see the gap is where Ev is standing. Glenny has not approached that side yet.
Glenny, can you talk us through what's happening?
They're telling me that I put the block down wrong. It's now affecting Ev, and he's got to fix it. And they're really being real sticklers.
Yep, that looks good,
They're
Ev.
being real sticklers.
Great job by F. No complaints. Went
Fucking
up
witch
there,
hunt.
fixed the blocks, moves on. Glenny angry, but it doesn't matter.
All right, we're in the 30 range.
Big pull.
Remember, question 6 is fill in the blank. The most popular pick is 37.
You might be able to.
30
this
right
one is-
now is only picked by 1.3% of the
Pull it
field.
quick.
We are a ways away from 37,
try
Jake.
Yep.
the
Because this
woodpecker,
tower is
Or you
wobbly.
could push it back in.
But this is
and
that.
find
This
another
is
block.
just
But if
the
you-
end of that
if
range.
you went from
Typically,
the
if it
other
stables
side,
out here,
try
it
to
goes for another 10 or
Right.
so.
Woodpecker it
Oh.
with your
Oh,
finger.
twisted
Twisted.
tower.
Say fuck it.
Twisted
Some more
tower.
twisting.
Tablecloth.
Nothing wrong with a little twist in the tower.
Red
Vibs,
spider then for a
3 and
second.
1. His lone loss, he
Okay,
pulled the
this is-
losing
no,
block.
That thing is a
Will
sticky
he do
block.
it again?
Whoa. Okay, I like that. But what is that? Oh man, that stop.
Going with the Tittleman's crest. It's
that
more
block-
twisting, and that's a check goes! And Big Ev and Glenny are back. Let's go 500. 30 blocks.
That's funny because this match for Glenny and Ev was a short match, but for Vibs it eclipsed 28. Eclipsed his average blocks per match at like I think 27.5, and it goes at 30.
A sticky block.
The antics, the raspberries do not matter. Will Glenny try a raspberry now? That is
I will
the big
have a
question.
victory raspberry.
Oh.
Interesting
For the
tactic.
first time ever, he will try a raspberry.
Do your loser interview first.
All right, let's send it down the stream. Nick with Vibs and Donnie.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with the losers. Vibs, do you feel like you were brought into this controversy? The berries weren't your idea. Did you try to stop him?
I had sticky hands on that sticky block, and yeah, it's my fault too.
So you're blaming the berries.
It's the berries.
And Donnie, do you believe in karma?
No. I'm putting all the blame on Vibs. I was even trying to tell him, like, maybe that's not the block. Because I saw, like, that thing was not budging. I was like, it's not too late to turn back, push it back in, go for another block. The berries, I have no regrets bringing those. And
regrets.
Glenny's about to try one for the first time in his life. So
For
this
the
is
first
a
time in his life.
momentous
This is
occasion.
why people tune in. To see new things.
Yeah. All right.
Now I'm here with the winners. Fellas, how's it feel? It has to feel a little bit sweeter, almost like a berry, right?
Yeah, well, we were 1-1 together. Now we're 2-1. Always good to be in the plus side. Put it on the left side, be in the green, and now it's a big win.
So we took this one personal. I mean, my guy's getting hit in the head with berries. It's just nonsense, chaos going on here. The second that happened, I mean,
I saw you filled with rage when your teammate was
furious,
hit that berry.
absolutely furious. I couldn't believe that a competitor would disrespect the Triple S Stadium, come in here and throw berries at my friend, the king of vibes here, Glenny Balls. After that, it was a new fire was lit.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat a fucking berry now.
Oh,
Eating the fucking berry.
Can I feed you one?
Can we get a balls rating?
The texture's horrible.
The texture's
Oh,
horrible.
wow.
Oh, low.
2.9
What's
balls.
the 2.9?
Oh, wow.
That's the official rating here. You heard it
Cantaloupe, watermelon, grapes. Everything else, get the fuck out of my face.
here. Cantaloupe, watermelon, grapes, everything else get the fuck out of
Boom,
my
mic
face.
drop.
Print the t-shirt.
Raspberry.
Mic drop.
Thank you so much, Nick, Big Ev, and Glenny. And Jeff, how about our close shave of the match? Back to this point of berries. Glenny was intruded inside the square of doom, but it did not matter.
Close shave indeed. The raspberry almost shaved Glenny, and he's not as good as a Phillips Norelco. But that raspberry hits him in the face. The reaction's stunning, like he took a left hook or right hook from Mike Tyson, almost went all the way to the ground. It wasn't a violation. It was a warning. Karma comes back to bite Donnie as Glenny and Ev pick up their second win as teammates. Big Raspberry can't be happy to hear they just got rated at 2.9 balls.
Gotta love the live balls rating on the broadcast. All right,
Glenny
Jeff.
just gave me his mic pack in the middle of the end of this.
Jeff,
That's
we've
unbelievable.
got some important announcements to make.
We do.
We are playing for $3,000 on Thursday.
$3 grand.
No winners today. In fact, only one person went 5 for 6. Shout out CSJ816. Only one person goes 5 for 6, but we still have a winner today.
We
Congrats
do. We always
to
have a
0
winner.
for 6, Long Dong Dangley.
You can't swear, but you can say that. That's unbelievable,
Yes.
Jake.
0 for 6 for Long Dong, and you will be getting a $50 Barstool Sports gift card coming your way. A lot of options.
$3,000. That's 6, but $3,000. If you're not on the Play Barstool app right now, or you're not on Stool, actually, I would go to Stool Streams on YouTube, watch some Jenga, watch some cornhole matches, get some game film in, and then go make your picks because you have a chance to win $3,000.
The elation from Big Ev and Glenny, the sadness from Vibs, and that is how this one ends.
Best.
Nobody wins the jackpot, but we've got $3K coming your way on Thursday evening for some cornhole. We'll see you back here then. Watch, rate, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, on the blog, wherever you're doing and participating. We thank you for watching another edition of Stool Streams. For everybody in the production truck, our producer Hank, Andrew, Stefan, Steve, Dylan, Max, everybody, our sideline reporters. I think we had 3 sideline reporters
Three sideline
today.
reporters today.
And my broadcast partner, Jeff Dulo. I'm Jake Marsh, signing off from Stool Stream Stadium Thursday. Cornhole, $3K on the line. We'll see you then.